the mimic in disguise, just waiting for you to take a bite out of it, so it can bite your face.
That's slightly scary. To open up your character sheet. And its own window. Boop, boop.
You figure out the experience thing?
Unfortunately, no.
I honestly have no idea.
I even did a reinstall of Hero Lab.
Yeah, like the settings for the character are saved within the character file itself, so
Yeah.
you'd think it would just work.
Right?
Hmm.
I mean, as long as the character opens, I guess that's fine, but because you can always force it to do things it doesn't like to do.
Right. Because, let's see. Where is the configure hero? Yeah, because it's not there. Like, at all.
Yeah, I could swear somewhere there was a level progression speed thing, but
Yeah. Based.
I don't know if I even have it installed on this desktop. Because I was using my laptop for so long.
Really heckin' weird.
Whatever the voices ask, you feel us say no.
No.
Voices?
Yep. Say no.
Always say yes.
You're a voice, so
The voices in your head say no.
Speaking of voices,
right now the voices in my head are telling me I should go take a nap.
They say no.
but naps are wonderful.
Yeah,
Not
I
supposed-
don't know. I don't
Not
know what
supposed to take
happened
naps.
in the past, like 45 minutes or so. Just all of a sudden, exhaustion.
By
I know.
our wonderful little crew here. Hi, guys. Sorry to interrupt. I came
Hi.
back in at just the right time.
Apparently.
But yeah, we have the whole crew here. We have Felis and Finder.
Oh no.
We have Draxfer playing as Nudekey. And we have Lance 090. Are you streaming tonight, Lance?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Then people can also watch the player's point of view if they want to. From your side, he is on YouTube at Lance 090.
Is that an O as in the letter or O as in the number?
Letter.
O as in the letter.
Lowercase o.
And we have our good friend Belisarius playing as Tobias.
The boring human of the group.
The boring.
The boring human. I don't think Tobias has been very boring in this campaign. Just want to
Himself
point
is
that
not boring, but even humans.
being a human is boring. I gotcha.
Skin folk. Blah.
Yeah, we're all furries here. The skin is weird.
Yeah. To be fair, Tobias is both the boring human and the exciting human at the same time.
Yeah, somehow.
Because he's the only human.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes him unique and different.
That means all the adjectives apply to Tobias in this group. He's the slow human. He's the fast human. He's the smart human. He's the stupid human.
He's definitely the stupid human. I mean, you're out here with us.
There is that. He's not the wisest human.
Someone needs to be able to pass as normal to skittish townspeople. I mean, you're not wrong.
True. Very true.
Anyhow, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, it was a month and a half ago. So does
Yeah.
anybody?
It was so long back, I literally have no clue what the last thing we did was.
We dealt with rust monsters.
Yes, Lance said that, and that kind of registers, but
Yeah, I think we might still have to do any loot that's around in this room, but
Yeah, I think we didn't do the Rust Monster layer loot. And I did take your guys' suggestions into account that a few Rust Monsters isn't really going to make an encounter at this level. Neither do they make sense because why? But after all of the changes to the campaign, there will be a much larger area. And a resub from Drax. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Also, hello, chat. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to talk to my players first.
no. You need to ignore them. We come first.
Yes, that's what I just said, Belly.
something like that. Belly just wants to reinforce that.
Uh-huh. Anyhow, so yes, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, I'll go ahead and take over the recap. We had dealt with the priestess that was put down here that apparently had gone crazy with the eons spent under lock and key and wanted to raise the thing they were supposed to hold captive so that it would destroy the world and give her everlasting unlife. Yeah, you guys saw to it that did not happen. Furthermore, you guys ran into a few rust monsters. Very handily dealt with them. And Zero found out rust monsters eat metal.
Om nom.
And now you guys are in a room that seems to trail off into another. And you do have a few piles of refuse and what appears to be treasure in here. Let's have a look. So, as you guys are searching the rooms, I will need a couple of search checks. Thank you, perception. So see if you guys can actually find important things in the refuse. Okay.
I found poop.
You found poop. Good job. Proud of you guys.
Avoid the poop.
So, Tobias, you are able to find a couple of things. You are able to find some gems scattered around. Actually, I'll give that one to Sakai, since Sakai actually had the best perception with Vigilis.
Oh! We need to keep the poop.
No, we're not keeping the poop.
What
I'm
does
gonna
rust
anyhow-
monster poop even look like?
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
transfer the rust monster poop and stuff into alchemist bombs that rust things when I throw them at
Yeah,
people.
see, clearly rust monsters poop rebar.
Poop rebar! No! I hate this. So,
They poop
you
vitamin
find
supplements.
a handful of gems worth a... we'll just say quite a lot right now, until you guys get a person with appraisal to look it over. But it's definitely a very high value pile of gems.
Okay. And just making sure Lance is writing these down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many gems, Tatters? You could at least tell us that.
It's a good couple handfuls. Like, if you cup your hands together and, like, loosely to make your hands as big as possible, that's about how big this pile of gems is.
The rust monsters are like wombats, except instead of it being square, it's gems.
So we're talking probably something over 100 gems, probably, depending on size.
100, 200, somewhere in there, yeah.
A lot of gems.
But they eat the jewelry and metals and all of that. The gems are left behind. They don't eat the
Right.
gems.
So, like I said, instead of it being like cubed poop, it's gem poop.
No! They rust away the metal and everything and nibble that off of the gems. The gems don't go through their digestive tract.
Saying when a dragon eats someone and then poops it out, imagine the pressure in the bowels, right?
Oh my god. I hate you people. Anyway, you guys
Are there piles
also...
of rebar next to these gems?
No. You guys also find a rather shiny looking bit of scale mail that appears made of glossy black scales. There are also a few cold iron daggers. Oh, I shouldn't have said that part, but whatever. There are also a few daggers made of cold iron, since I already said it, that
Cold
are
iron doesn't rust?
broken and rusted through.
Ah.
So they can be mended, but they are currently in the broken condition. There are 2 steel scimitars that are damn near useless. Like, they've been almost all the way rotted through.
Mend.
You need more
mend
surface
would-
area.
Yeah,
I
mend
know.
wouldn't work on something like that, sadly. It
Yeah.
has to have metal to work with.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cold iron, there's enough pieces there that you can fix them. These scimitars, not so much.
Gather the rust monster poop and then cast mend.
Oh my god, no! Ignore the poop!
That's for the scale mail.
It's like flux, where when you're trying to get your welds to stick with your steel, you just sprinkle rust monster poop on it, and then
Oh no.
it helps bind things together.
The chat is
Also-
just filled with poop now.
It is.
Have we
It-
come across the reason for all the poop quests in WoW?
I think there was a reason.
I
Fair
hate
point.
everything.
Because
I
people
hate-
are juveniles and we like poop jokes.
I hate all of this.
It was National War Day yesterday. It's got to go somewhere.
We are the poop.
Alright, the hero request I'm actually going to reject because Pathfinder days are serious days. Sorry, Sniff 'em. Dungeons and poo. Temmie,
Except for
no.
the poop jokes.
That blacksmith check is for determining what the scale mail is.
The scale mail is very high quality and made of black dragon scale,
Oh,
which does infer that it does have resistances.
Nice. Acid.
Mhm.
Oh, and then there's
Also,
that other thing that we should do.
real quick, guys. So for the chat, challenges are turned off for now. Because again, we're trying to run through the campaign.
We love you guys and glad you support Tatters, but it's been 6 weeks since we've played, so please understand.
Belly's going through withdrawals.
We
Yep.
go on enough tangents without Twitch chat also throwing tangents.
Yeah, I'm very guilty of that myself with all the poop I'm throwing around.
Anyway, so that is it for the notable treasure in this room. There's a few breastplates here and there. There's a few, but everything is pretty much rotted or rusted through.
Yeah, yeah. I like how you're actually saying that this stuff is here, but it's useless and rotted through instead of it's just gone.
Yeah. But yeah, that clears this room.
No magic stuff to detect.
As you detect magic, the scale mail that Tammara is inspecting is in fact magic.
Well, fine.
Look.
Magical
no.
poop. Is that like a golden poop with gems studded into it?
Hydrate, stretch, and posture check. I will do that though.
Well, I mean, just imagine if the rust monsters ate enchanted weapons, right?
Ooh.
And it turned them into like dust or nutrients or something. Couldn't you use that material to make a new enchanted weapon?
Smelt it
Poop
down.
sword.
So
Squire, bring me my poop sword.
I hate this.
Is it like the poop knife? Also, Tobias, I think we need a spellcraft roll from you because mine was awful.
yours was awful. Okay.
So Tammara, the two spellcrafters are asking if you would give them the scale
Mine
mail
was
for
much
them.
better. I
Obviously.
think Nuki could do spellcrafting too for identifying as well.
Oh God, no.
So a 20 is enough. It is a +3. There doesn't seem to be any other qualities on it, but it is a +3 black dragon scale mail.
Interesting.
Not bad.
Need to do the math on that.
Yeah, that's quite the expensive item.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Oh,
pretty crazy.
Not that it's
that
not
means-
expensive. It's just how useful is Black Dragon scale mail compared to what you're wearing, right?
It's
Right.
a medium armor. It's gonna be max dex +3, armor bonus +8. Well, but that's before I put the dragon scale on it because I forget what that affects. Dragon hide.
It's resist 5 acid.
Resist 5 acid. Oh, okay.
No other special abilities to Dragonhide, other than
Well, dragon hide is something else. Dragon hide isn't gonna be the same as dragon scale.
well, that's like men, Dragon scale, Dragonhide.
Yeah.
Is there
Dragon hide.
Is there another special ability to the material other than resistance?
I don't believe so. I'm looking at it right now.
In the old days,
Actually, it's not even as good as dragon hide. Because dragon hide would be if the dragon had an immunity to that energy type, the armor is also immune. But it doesn't doesn't confer any protection to the wearer. So, either or. So, okay, yeah, that'd be a good clarification, Tanner. Does the armor have +5, or is it conferring that to the wearer?
It is conferring that to the wearer. I'm
Okay.
double checking right now.
and then the armor would obviously probably be further resistant to acid itself.
So dragon scale mail is made of scales of one kind of dragon. Sometimes dragons collect their cast off scales and gift them to humanoids. Other times hunters carefully skin and preserve the hide of a dead dragon. Highly valued.
Yeah, and just to make sure, where are you pulling this from?
Oh, this is... I'm being stupid. This is the D&D 5e version.
Ah, that'd be why. Yeah, because I'm looking through
On Archive of Nethys,
the
it's not even a
Pathfinder
thing.
PFSRD, and it's like there's no... The only dragon scale material that... Well, it's not even a material, it's a spell. And it's a third-party spell. But yeah, there's dragon hide, and there's dragon skin.
Well, this is what we're gonna do. You get resist 5 acid because
Yeah.
it's black dragon scale. You also get a +1 against fear effects caused by dragons.
Neat.
Okay.
I believe it's the same weight as everything else.
Yep.
So it doesn't get lighter or anything. Because if it got lighter, then it would be light armor instead, and if I could wear it. But not at medium.
Tammy, what the fuck? So it's like a cool piece of armor that resists wear and tear, but at the same time it tells the wearer, fuck you.
Yeah, and D&D second edition, the Dragonhide Dragon Scales had their own modifiers to the AC of whatever it was being made into.
Mm-hmm.
So Dragonhide Scale Mail would be different than regular Scale Mail on the AC value.
Mm-hmm.
It's all sorts of
Anyway.
confusing.
With this room cleared, you still have one key to find because it was not here.
It wasn't in the poop?
Nope.
Oh, maybe it was here, but it was made out of metal, and the rust monsters ate it. So
GG. Game over.
GG, you guys can't go put the thing to sleep.
We got
I
soft
guess the world
locks.
just ends.
Well, I mean, we still have stuff up ahead, don't we?
we gotta find out how to get to the other parts because we haven't gone there yet.
Is my GM stuff just screwing with me? Is that what's going on?
No, you're
Let me
talking about
rejoin
this
as
room?
player really quick.
I can see that room.
Let's see. I need to heal myself because I am wounded.
Tammara can't lead the way, though, in plate mail. Just in case there's more rust monsters.
What's my cast roll? 8. I'm casting Cure Moderate Wounds on
Okay.
myself.
Okay, no, it's not GM mode just screwing with me. There is more room up there.
Actually, technically, wouldn't the dragon scale mail be resistant to rust monsters? Just dragon scales?
Yes.
Which is why it wasn't
it's here.
destroyed.
Mm.
Yes, dragon scale, dragon hide, all of that is not metal. So
Should probably
The buckles on it might be gone, but
yeah, you would have to tie a rope around you to keep it on.
The way I run it is if it has magical properties whatsoever, then
it's either all good or
The-
none of it's good.
yeah, it's either all good or none of it's good.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think for rust monsters can't destroy magical stuff anyway.
Correct. And
It's
they
the
have a
evolved
harder
version.
time. They also have a harder time destroying special materials. So, which is why the steel stuff and the iron stuff completely gone. The cold iron, however, they had a harder time digesting, so it was just broken rather than destroyed.
Well, in that case,
Attended
is my
object, magic object, or metal creature can attempt a DC 15 Constitution-based reflex save. Because that makes sense.
Okay.
so my mithril half plate is probably fine then.
It'd be fine for a few whacks maybe, but it only takes one.
Yeah, it only takes one for them to make it.
Broken.
No, it's the step below broken. So like you have.
Right. There's only one step.
Oh yeah, it is just broken and destroyed now, huh?
Yeah. Rust on a rust monster will gives it the broken condition, and then a second hit destroys the item. If we were fighting rust lords, it immediately dissolves the item. Just completely, it's gone.
Eric Fisher, hello, welcome to the chat. Graham, you were asking if I give back your points. If you continue being an ass, I'm not going to anymore. But yes, up to this point I have. Also, if you stab a rust monster at the back end, it's not going to do much except
Poop
give
on you?
guts on your stabbing implement and poop on you, yes.
Yeah, rust monsters are basically just big cockroaches, so You just stuck your hand up some cockroach's butt.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Which
Everyone
way do we
clear to
go?
move on?
Haven't we gone everywhere yet? I think we
We
did.
haven't gone north.
No, you guys are literally in a room where you have not gone north yet. So
Yep.
Tobias, get your stupid ass back here.
Yeah, where'd you
Coming.
go?
Where did you go? Oh, okay, I found you.
Yeah, because I'm in player mode now. I have no idea where he even is.
Wow.
I had to go do number 2.
Oh, we probably spent enough time that my spider climb is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also going to switch to the dragon scale armor. Has the same
On
armor as the.
average, it takes you guys like 10 minutes to search a room completely.
Yeah,
Has-
if Tammara is switching around, then we're
That's another
Definitely.
10 minutes. Yeah.
yeah.
Has the same defense level, but it'll be resistant to rest monsters if there's rest monsters. So
And don't forget, it should have a discount on the armor check penalty as well.
And they'll have an additional effect of pissing off black dragons.
Yeah. Well, depends on how it was obtained in the first place.
Mm.
First impressions are important.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we get to move forward?
Up to you guys.
Alright.
Red light.
All right, Zira, can I get a... Well, actually, Tammara as well. Because you guys both have scent, right?
yeah,
I
I've
don't
sent.
have that.
Okay, Tammara has scent. Tammara, I need a perception check and then a constitution save.
Oh,
Oh.
Or a fortitude save from you.
Oh.
oof.
Oof.
Okay, Tammara, there is an absolutely acrid smell in your nose right now. Like you have just stumbled upon a charnel house.
Ick.
You mean
Like
Sarah's butt?
it is the smell of burnt, rotting, disgusting flesh just filling your nostrils as you approach this room. Zira, since you are actually in the doorway, you also have this smell in your nose.
It smells like mom's cooking.
So, Tammara,
Wow.
unfortunately, because you have scent, you are going to be at
Puking?
disadvantage. You're taking a -1 on basically everything because you're.
Nauseated.
Is it nauseated or sickened? That's the worst one. It's the lesser one.
worst one? Oh, the lesser one.
Yeah, it's the lesser one.
I think it's
I
just
think
nausea.
nauseated is lesser one.
Let me double check really
Okay.
quick. We're
Yeah,
all
you are
rusty
nauseated.
now.
I think nauseated is a -2 rolls, and then sickened is you only
No.
get like half a move.
Nauseated is significantly worse.
Oh, okay, so then sickened and then nauseated.
Okay.
Yeah, sickened is a -2.
So, Tammara, you are sickened.
Ew.
Nauseated is basically you can only stumble around during your turn barfing.
Or pooping.
Yeah,
Man, I
or
think,
both.
All the above.
I think
Well,
I can
Phantom,
actually
the
do
Rust
it.
Boys are dead. I apologize. Anyway, as you approach the room, though, Zira, you see a pedestal in the center of the room. Recentering. Nice. Let's see, what does this do? Ooh!
Condition is treated.
Yeah. So that is duration concentration. And concentration just is permanent until you have to do something else that requires concentration, or you are stunned or dazed yourself.
Mhm.
Well, Gnoll starts humming to herself.
Yep.
I like
told
to
you.
imagine that she's just making her shield resonate.
Maybe.
Shield go burr.
Yeah, as you guys step up to this room, you see a pedestal in the center, and the room, while it looks pretty plain, I need a. Actually, I'm gonna give you this one, Zira. Zira, you notice that the walls at roughly head height for a average person, so like 5'5".
Mhm.
At roughly eye height, there are these holes drilled into the wall all along every single wall. And
In horror
out of
movies.
those holes, there's just this stained green discoloration.
Mm.
Oh no! Felis, no!
Oh
Don't you want to
god.
go in your hole? It's your hole.
No, so for those that are not aware of the reference, there was a manga called Holes, a horror manga called Holes.
It's Enigma
while
of
back.
Amagara
Oh.
Fault.
Thank you. Enigma of Amagara Fault. It was basically this mountain that had a whole bunch of person-sized holes in it, and people were compelled to go into the holes. Then an earthquake happened, and they found out, like, a decade later, these creatures coming out of the other end of these, like, starfish-shaped holes. And it was the people that were... Yeah. It's gross. It goes into a lot of detail, and it's gross.
Junji Ito. What a madman.
Hammy, thank you very much for the host. Anyhow, so you guys have this room, but on the pedestal, Zira, is another key.
Taking all bets, what do you want to bet? This is a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. You should go get the key, though.
You're fastest.
If only we had someone that could, deal with traps.
Yeah. If only we had someone that was able to disarm traps and had a better chance of surviving traps. Oh, wait, we do.
It's Fang.
Alright, well, I'm going to go up to the pedestal. Carefully.
Okay.
And I'm going to closely inspect the pedestal.
Okay.
Because I want to see if there's any, like, pressure plates or anything.
Fireball?
All right. Perception 26. Let me see. That is 7A. So yes, you do find that the key itself is lodged into the pedestal, and underneath the key there is a seam that looks like it can be dislodged. However, the key has to be removed first.
Oh dear.
Alright. On one hand, I want to tell you all to get out so that I'm the only one in here when this goes off. On the other hand, I think I want to investigate the walls themselves and see if I can figure out what's going on behind them.
Lick them. Lick the walls.
Absolutely fucking not. So there's definitely a plate
Excuse me.
that's going to trigger something when the key is taken.
Excuse
Doesn't
me.
look like I can disable whatever plate to take the key away safe.
Would you
Which
wedge in
means we
something to
basically
replace
have
it?
to deal with whatever the trap is.
Can cast levitate on you if you want to be able to float above whatever happens on the floor.
Anything that would interfere with him dodging, or her dodging, I mean.
Oh, true.
If you're floating above the floor and then something's coming at you, what do you do?
I really like this room.
Can give you blessing of
How high are the
fervor, so your
ceilings?
speed is faster.
The ceilings are about 15 feet high, and you can see those rows of holes in the wall every like 5 feet.
Hmm. Are there any rings on the walls for where water might have settled?
No.
Hmm.
But I will tell you this, the ceiling is absolutely stained that ugly green color that you saw coming out of the holes.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
room is
so-
going to become absolutely flooded when the key is taken.
Is it going to be a squish room?
Fingers in the holes.
Do we
How
see
big are
like
the holes?
The holes are actually... They appear only big enough that if water was running through them, it would be a trickle at most.
probably
Hmm.
something worse than water, especially if it smells bad?
Yep. Could be
What we're
acid.
seeing here is the other side of a zombie glory hole.
Oh god!
Oh, no, no, no.
No! Right
Could-
as my chat says no horny too. God damn.
We could skip
Alright.
this room for now and go past it and see what's going on in the next room.
I was just about to suggest that. Like, clearly, the intent is that if anyone were to take this key, there's no getting out for the person who took it, but we might be able to find something else.
We could pull it out with a mage hand from a distance.
Maybe Mage Hand can only exert 5 pounds of pressure, so if it needs more than that, Mage Hand ain't gonna
Also,
work.
we don't totally know that it'd work because the doors are probably going to immediately close. So we'd manage to dislodge the key, but we don't know how long it takes to do its thing, and it might be days before we can actually access the key.
True. So move on to the next room.
Yep. Carefully moving forward.
Okay.
With everybody gagging in the process.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
as you
recentering
guys actually
drone.
come into the room, anyone coming into the room will get the sensation of this smell. The only reason that Tammara had to make a fortitude save was because Tammara actually has the scent ability.
Yes, her sense of smell. She's getting the full bouquet.
Yeah.
If it does get worse, I can target up to 4 people with that too. So
Yeah, no. You have your drone going on, you're fine. But, Zira, as you look out into the other room, this appears to be a prayer room of some sort. There are little alcoves cut into the walls that have what appear to be basins for incense trays. And they
We'll have to
also
go in through that
have...
room. I would hope they have some incense.
Yeah.
Right.
The trays are also adorned with statues and figurines of what appear to be priests of the Temple of the Ravenous Moon. Smear poop on it. No! Phantom!
Rust monster poop?
God damn it. My chat is absolutely obsessed with poop now. I hate you guys.
We contributed.
But yeah, other than that, there does not appear to be anything special about this room.
Alright, you want to move up so we can see if this goes anywhere?
yeah.
Another
I
gap.
think she still fears for her metal things.
They're
Well,
my
bet
precious.
Must follow the
Uh,
light.
throw out another perception for this hallway.
Doesn't appear to be anything going on.
Looks clear.
Looks clear.
Shenanigans.
And another one for this one.
This appears to be a storage room of some sort, and I am going to flip these two rooms. But yeah, it appears to be a storage room of some sort. Most of the crates, barrels, and baskets have been rotten away. There are a few sticks of incense still here, but they are absolutely dry as a bone.
Oh.
So
Bars.
the prospect of them being useful is very slim. And these bars are familiar. They appear to be of the same make, same shape, same height of the bars that you found in the previous area that led to the aqueduct.
Hmm.
You coming?
I have a theory.
There's also another lever here, by the by.
Oh. Old lever crunk.
Well, we're going to percept that lever and see if we can ascertain anything about it.
Doesn't seem to be anything hinky going on with it.
Looks clear.
There's one thing I've learned. There's a difference between looks clear and is clear.
Alright,
Afraid-
so
no.
weird thought, but is it possible that the way that room works is it fills and stays filled until someone triggers something and then it vents into the aqueducts?
Ah,
It's possible. You did not
What-
see anything on the, any holes on the floor, though.
what good does that knowledge do you?
Escape route.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm thinking more like, how would they reset that room? Because, like, it's a trap. Like, clearly it's got to be meant to hinder anyone who comes and not just completely gum up the works. So it's got to have a reset somehow. So I'm thinking it's either that the doors open at some point and everything in there floods through one or another of the passageways and down into the aqueducts and out, or there's something else going on.
Do you see stains on the floor in here?
Yeah. Do you
Nope.
see moss
does
or
not.
mold or growing on the floor because of all the water that would be coming this way?
There does
That's
not
true.
appear to be any staining on the floor in this room nor the previous one.
But the room
So-
might not fill with water. Then it might be the gas that
Oh yeah.
messes with you.
Uh-huh. Somebody took their clever juice today.
He does have alchemy.
Oh, hail the
I was
great
serious
mighty
about collecting
fool.
the rust monster poo and turning it into an alchemist bomb that, you know, I even rolled my alchemy thing for it. So
I saw and you got a 30, and I want to give you something, but at the same time, I don't think rust monster dung is a reagent for anything.
but it has the digestive enzymes in it.
Belly.
We've already corrupted the chat. Don't make it worse.
All right, so we have to come up with a plan to get this key.
No, it induces a fear effect on anybody wearing metal armor is what it does. It doesn't do anything else. But when you tell them that you just hit them with rust monster poo, they freak out because their precious armor is going to melt off them.
I hate all of
Actually,
this.
Since the lever doesn't seem to be trapped, does someone just want to pull it and I'll see if it does anything to this door?
Okay. I'll pull the lever, Crunk.
All right, as you pull the lever, it's actually up to the north where Tobias is.
Oh.
But semantics. As you pull the lever, the gate that you're next to, Tammara, lifts up and out of the way.
Like the one on the opposite side did.
Yep.
Glittering,
Oh boy.
glittering
Sorry.
gold, trinkets
Press
and
success.
baubles.
Yep. And as you enter into there, it shows you the aqueduct.
Mm.
Nothing to do with the other room then.
What you need is a bag of sand that weighs the same amount as the key. And you put the bag of sand on the pedestal as you take the key off.
Yeah, that didn't work for Indy.
Does the key have a hoop at the end of it you could tie a rope through?
It does seem to be intricate enough that you could tie a rope around it and pull it out, yes.
We should just try that.
I mean, we can.
I want the poop for 3 years. Just stop! I hate this!
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Yeah, and as you guys were going through that room, it didn't seem like you were setting anything off, so it should be safe to walk through.
Should we do
We'll
it
get
from
to
the rust monster
poo
side?
and fill in the holes.
Oh my god.
Actually, inspect the doorway. Does it seem like the doorway is actually closed?
The doorway, as you inspect it, give me a new perception. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. As you look up above the doorway, there is a stone slab that is all one piece, unlike the rest of the brickwork, which seems to be several slabs. And that slab seems to fit perfectly in this hallway. As you look at the sides of this hallway, there are also marks of significant wear and tear. Tammara, you can surmise that when that pedestal is activated, both of these hallways seal shut with these stone slabs.
Can I estimate how heavy these stone slabs are?
These
have an
slabs
idea.
are probably several tons.
Hold on, I have an idea. Tobias, do you have any more uses of create pet?
I don't think I do, but Nuki should. Actually, I have I have a spiked pit.
Can we put one like this?
You want to send the slab into an extra dimensional hole. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it.
No.
We could. I could do that. I think Nuki has a regular pit too, so
Yep.
Now, see, amusingly, my plan wasn't to even send the slab into the pit. I assume that the slab just creates a perfect seal. This is designed, assuming we're allowed to do like those half tiles, so that I can slip in, climb along the wall, and slip out the other side, and then we can end the spell. And
even
the
if we
thing is
weren't
still
allowed
sealed.
to do half tiles, it would still only stick out in one direction or the other, and the slab would still fall into the pit.
Mm-hmm. And no, I will let you do the half tiles. I don't mind doing that.
But it is probably
Chat is cursed right now. You guys are going crazy.
it is probably perfectly made so that it has like maybe a foot of overlap on the top, not 30 feet or 40 feet that the pit's gonna be. So it'll just go right down through the hole.
Yep.
And then when it ends, it's just going to rocket back into place.
Yeah.
It might be on its side when it comes back up. I doubt it'll be perfectly straight up and down after it falls down into a pit. It could be, but
Okay, do we want to spend the time to figure out how to actually get around this, or do we want to play it dumb and just do this?
This is a very clever solution to a very fucky trap.
I mean, the only downside to it is using a 3rd level or a 2nd level spell slot. That's it. That's the only downside to it. It's very clever.
And we probably use spells
Fucking
with any other plan
create
too.
And yeah, I genuinely don't know what other solutions there could be to this, and frankly, we don't even know what fills
Well,
the room. Like,
I said, I am going to give you this hint. Like I said, there was a plate underneath the key, but the key has to be removed first for you to fiddle with that plate.
oh,
So replace it with something maybe.
right. I mean, I could replace it with something, or I could attempt to disable the plate
There you go.
after the fact.
But what if
Yeah,
you
'cause it might
fail your
not
roll?
it might not instantly trigger, but it might be on a timer or whatnot.
Or
But
it
you-
could trigger, but the requirement is that the plate be triggered in order for the thing to fill. So presumably, if I disabled it afterwards, it would behave as if the key was placed back on.
Correct.
The
Like,
other
I like all these ideas you guys are going with, but the really simple solution is disable the trap after it's triggered.
Yeah. We could try to jam things into the track that the stone would come down on, which
Okay.
might hold it for a second or two,
That
considering
was my
how
thought.
heavy,
Or I could become
how heavy the stone is.
I could become
It's
large, and
probably
then I
too
might
heavy.
have enough strength to actually
It is
hold
probably too heavy for
Even with Tammara being a large size, honey, I love you, but that would not be enough. It would just crush you.
It's a slab bigger than Big Tammara.
Return the slab.
No.
Yeah,
That's
this-
a
this slab
really
is-
big gnoll.
So, to give you some perspective, this piece of hallway is 5 feet by 10 feet by
So it-
15 feet.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
So I
sure
need-
you could shove it or drag it, but you couldn't let it fall on you and try to hold it.
you'd be able to shove it or drag it too if you don't have any
Like mule back cords or something.
Well,
I do
even
have
then,
Muleback
if you
cords.
have no way to have like a grease or a lubricant under it, there's just no way you can get traction against it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, here's the plan. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna try to take the key and disable the trap. If I'm not back out in 10 minutes,
Wait longer.
do the create pit plan.
Yeah, because the worst part of this is that our pit it lasts in combat rounds, so we would have to cast it. Like, say the instant you say you're gonna pick up the key, we would have to probably cast it then.
Yeah, that's why I said wait 10
Guess
minutes.
I need
if
to
I'm not
stand
out
in the
back
middle
then.
so Zero can see.
Nuki, do you want
Alright.
this one with a level 2 spell, or do you want me to do it with my level 3 spell?
Oh, actually, Tobias,
Rama, hello. Good to see you.
Yeah.
can you swap your light spell to me? Because it occurs to me I'm gonna be in the dark.
Sure. We could put the light spell that I have on Tammara on you. Someone, GMS will have to just move that over for you. But yes, I have no problem putting my light spell on
We
you.
can assume that it's going to be on Zira once we do this.
All right.
We are doing Pathfinder, which is derivative of D&D 3.5 essentially, but it is like D&D 3.75. Anyhow, if you guys are ready to do your shenanigans, please go ahead.
I am. I'm gonna snatch the key and then immediately attempt to throw it through the door.
Okay. It takes a little bit of effort for you to dislodge the key, but as soon as you do, the plate flicks up, and you are able to see that there is an area underneath it with mechanisms, and they start to tick into place.
Excellent.
As you toss the key through the door, the stone slab absolutely just drops.
So it bounces off the slab. Okay. Well, let's get
Now
to
you're
work.
able to get the key through. You are able to get the key through, but let me double check.
This might need multiple attempts.
It will, because that is not enough. But a few seconds pass, and Zira, I need a perception check from you.
All right.
I have one question
suspect-
while you're doing
well,
that.
Yes, dear.
Tim, did we decide you were doing it, or was I casting the spell? Because
I'll burn it too.
okay,
That's
No,
you know.
I'm
only
assuming
if
we
I'm
were
not
doing. No, I assume we were doing that as soon as you picked up the key. I don't think we're gonna risk your life on you trying to disable the trap either way.
I would rather try to disable the trap. That's why I said 10 minutes.
Make
okay.
it 5.
If you want to die, it don't
But,
bother me none.
But yeah, as you're tinkering around with it, you start smelling that smell again. It's getting stronger, and I need you to make a con save. As you
Lovely.
hear a hissing sound, and you look around you, the air is starting to get thick.
Oh,
Belly smell.
Feels like
Assuming
I
that
point
I
out-
can't
poison.
target Zira anymore with my spell because I can't see her anymore. We'll
Right.
walk away.
And the other thing I want to point out is we can't target that square anymore
Oh, you can't?
because it's not flat.
Correct.
Yeah.
I assumed you were
So-
I thought you were dropping it before the thing fell.
That's what our plan was. Zira didn't want us to do that. Now the question is, did Nuki listen to that? Because I wouldn't have listened to that.
Did you guys
I
just
would've
kill
took the
Zira?
Zira.
Let's see here.
Like, let me disable the trap, and then if the stone slab comes down, after 10 minutes, you can put the trap, the pit thingy down, and then get rid of it. We're both
Zira, that
that's not
is
how it
not
works.
enough. You are now sickened, but also, you don't feel right.
Of course. Well,
You may go ahead and try to disable device again.
better.
Significantly better. As you work your tools into the pedestal, you hear the gears shift and tick back. As the gears shift and tick back, these stone slabs start grating against the walls
Hold
and
breath.
slip back
please.
up. Good thing you did.
Actually, I can probably hold my breath for a really long time with my con score.
That doesn't matter, because sooner or later you're gonna fail.
But this only takes a couple of rounds. And Zira is able to get the trap reset. So, you guys now have the key. And Zira, I forgot to mention this, but as you did pick up the key, you hear in your head one key claiming all mortals' doom.
It really doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
No. Not at all.
But, you know, Zira is coming at this from a perspective of not wanting to fuck up these traps. Like, she'd really like to reset all of these to actually catch anyone else who tries to come down here
Mm.
as they're leaving.
Yeah, trap resets. Everything goes back into place, and the gas that was entering the room now empties. As if the valves that set the gas into the room are now reversed.
Well, let's hope that's not flammable.
Is it a positive pressure environment or something?
Yep, essentially.
Okay.
The stone slabs create a perfect seal, and as soon as the stone slabs are removed, the perfect seal is gone, and the gas goes back into the pipes.
Neat.
So I did
Yeah,
the
I
math.
was really proud of this this trap. Anyway, so you
Now the
guys now
question
have
of that
3
is,
keys. Go ahead.
are there a number of uses for that gas?
We should bottle Zera's fart, so be more deadly.
If you want to, you can take samples from the wall where the gas was leaking through and staining the wall to see if you can decipher what gas it was and therefore be able to replicate it.
Oh, we mixed the gas with the rust monster poo, and it now becomes an aerosol that rusts things
Oh my god.
and smells really bad.
If they die, can I have their left boots? Well, they didn't die. Sorry, Phantom.
No, you gotta have my right boot.
You gotta
Right.
have my right boot. Anyhow, so now that you have the 3 keys, you essentially have your way out of here.
All right,
Let's go find where the keys go.
we know where the keys go.
Well, let's go
Huzzah.
back there.
So, if we put the keys in the gates, do we get access to the egg?
Egg.
I hope you could hear that facepalm.
Yeah, we did.
I'm just glad someone got it.
Wasn't it this room?
No, that's the room where you have to be
No?
very careful. It's up here.
It's the room that looks like a rake.
Oh, that's right. One
The
more.
room that looks like a rake. God damn it, I hate it. You're not wrong, but I hate it.
This is a lot.
Workroom.
Then we throw the keys at the statue and are like, why isn't it working?
OP poop. No.
Yes.
anyhow.
OP poop.
No! Belly, I'm blaming you. If this becomes a thing in my chat permanently, I am blaming you.
I will live on as the poop instigator.
Oh god.
Oh,
guy.
we need to keep this going. Right,
So,
Jimmy?
as you guys insert the keys into their respective positions and activate them, a staircase opens up.
Or like was
In
poop
the
out.
Stop it! So a staircase opens up and allows you access to the room below.
Mm.
Allow me to copy. Paste.
Boop.
And move you guys over to the next floor. As I was saying earlier, I was planning on doing a second subfloor, but essentially the floor you guys were on makes more sense as the second subfloor, and when this campaign is done at another time, I am going to add a first subfloor that is a more residential area. Essentially being as above as is below.
Are the subfloors where you keep your subs?
No.
As poop above, so poop below.
Shut up! You bastard! Looking ahead of you, you see 2 ornate, excessively large doors. And it seems to be a mural of gods battling other gods, and the moon watching over everything.
Dark Souls up in here.
I have a bad feeling about this.
But
Dun dun dun.
this seems to be the end of your journey for this area. You can choose to go through, attempt to put to sleep the great hungering maw that wants to enter your world, or
I think we need
leave.
to go fetch the Cyclops before we go through the door, so that we don't have to sacrifice one of our own
Mm-hmm.
before we go through the door. You know.
Can't we just put like a chair up against the door? That'll keep it sealed in, right?
Yes, put a chair against the door. I love it. That'll show it. Record of
Little-
Lotus War. I am also hungry, Rama. I had egg foo young right before stream, but I'm still hungry.
I'm very
anyhow.
hungry.
I am. Yes, thank you, Lance. So, you guys have the great intricate doors that seem to be Cyclops sized. You go back up to grab the Cyclops. He comes down willingly and pushes open the doors for you.
Before we do that,
thank
I
you.
do need to change back into the plate mail because now that I've run the numbers, it is better than the scale mail. There you go.
Dun dun dun.
And you look into an area that, as the doors open, becomes extremely well lit. There seems to be oil tracks that have spontaneously lit themselves along each wall, as well as along the base of the altar that is on the south edge of the room.
That's only a little ominous.
Yeah, change
Yes,
my
let's
music.
try and keep distracted. Fair. Fearless, no! Stop trying to encourage this. All of you, stop trying to encourage the poop jokes, please.
Encourage I shall.
Ah. Worst. I hate all of you. I hate all of you. You have a room. We're standing at the door, apparently.
Let's go get ready for the ritual.
Very scared.
Look around, see what we got.
And you stand there, and I'll stand here, and we'll perform the ritual as required, casting the sanctuary spells that we need to cast, and then perform the ritual. Zero, you will stay out in the other room.
This is going to be your Cyclops. I know he has two eyes. Just pretend he has one eye.
Brown eye?
The brown eye. No.
I mean, that he does have two eyes in that case.
Wow.
I
Yes.
hate all of you.
You even joined in on that one, Tatters.
I did. And I regretted it immediately. Anyhow. So, as he steps up onto the altar, the
One thing. Before you do that, make sure you don't have to poop, because this could take a while.
as he steps up onto the altar, an ominous feeling
Like you have to poop?
goes over the entire room. An absolute feeling of dread and despair washes over you as you look to the northern side, and what looked like it was just a shadowy area now lights up as well with a dark red flame. And you see these arms coming out of this void, seemingly lifeless, and just barely the edge of this maw laying on the ground. The maw itself is as big as the altar.
Well,
This seems to be the resting place of the creature that this clan has been trying to keep back for the past millennia.
Fun times.
It was Forte.
Also, I don't see our Biclops that you said.
Yeah, I don't see the.
Wait, do I have him on the? I have him on the wrong layer.
Oh.
I'm
There you go.
stupid.
Oh no, it's okay.
I put him on the lighting layer. Like, what the fuck?
Good job.
All right, time to start the Dark Souls music.
I did not do the thing today. I'm doing the thing tomorrow because I did not get enough sleep and had to sleep. But I am doing the thing tomorrow. Thank you, Kippy. Yeah, I need to contact the VA and say, hey, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Yes, you do.
I
Do
need to
the plan.
contact the VA and not the VA, the pharmacy, and say, okay, well, maybe I should get stuck with a needle.
Anyhow,
I haven't been vaccinated yet.
he begins his ritual, and you start to see the creature stir ever so slightly.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Okay, but can it not, though?
A second pair of arms reaches out from the void.
Okay, well, that's just hot.
And lay there lifelessly.
A little less hot, but
The ritual takes about 10 minutes to complete, and as the ritual goes on further, just this aura of dread surrounding the room gets heavier. It feels like the very air itself is thicker and harder to swallow. But the ritual finishes. And the creature slips into nothingness. The only evidence that it was even there is a dark hole on the
Like
black
it was a
wall.
massive poop that was just flushed down the drain.
Oh my god, Belly.
Right. Well, Belly is banned from any further campaigns, but anyway.
Wow.
But it's just this black hole, this spot on the wall that doesn't seem to go away. And congratulations, you guys have completed Temple of the Ravenous Moon.
Yay.
Yay! Is there any treasures in the room?
Loot everything.
I
No,
don't think we
there is
can
no
get
treasure
those
here.
in the room.
Your Cyclops friend, however,
Is
lies lifeless on the altar.
right.
rummage through his pockets for spare coins.
No.
Oh my God.
That's very disrespectful.
What?
Hey,
He's
this
not
guy
making
just
any
saved the
difference.
world. Loot him.
Murder
probably-
holos. What else do we do?
And he probably gave all his good stuff to the other Cyclops that were upstairs, you know?
We're just making sure that happened, so. Or that he actually did that. Because if he didn't...
No, as you rifle through his robes, he seems to be wearing nothing else, and your hand brushes gently across a package.
Oh no.
That
Is
you,
there a dinner?
A needlessly large rod.
No.
an impressively large package that previously you were not aware that you would be enticed to, but now you're thinking you might be enticed.
Yeah, it's Zero's dinner.
It's a dead body.
Spotted dick.
Anyway, shouldn't we put him in that jade sarcophagus? Because that's what we opened up that caused the whole thing.
That is correct. You do need to prefer his body back upstairs.
I love how Tatter isn't even looking at the chat.
Of course not.
I am.
No, the in-game chat, not the stream chat.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Carry the body back up, put him in a sarcophagus, vow to never unleash anything again, blah blah blah.
So Tammara, you are using enlarged person to help
On
carry the body up.
myself, so yeah.
I am sure it's going to be needed because Mr. Cyclops is probably not light.
No, he is not.
Also have bull strength if we need that, but
We should be good.
He's probably not light,
You're good.
and 3 of us are small.
Tammara and Tobias together can carry him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you guys go through a whole process just to get this guy back upstairs.
Actually, at this
but
size,
what I
a
am
heavy
going to
load
do-
is 2,400 pounds, and lift off the ground is 4,800. So
Yeah, he's somewhere
Probably do it myself.
around like
You can put him
7
in a
or
fireman
800.
carry. Easy.
Yeah,
I'll just put them in my
he's
pocket.
probably
then.
around 7 or 800. But
I'll just put it in my
So
pocket.
if
then.
you fireman carry.
I don't think you need to put him in your pocket.
so I am going to send you guys back to Port Peril, since there isn't much to do here left. The other Cyclops thanks you for your service, goes over the funeral rites, and places his friend into the jade sarcophagus, wherein he applies certain reagents to the body, wraps it up, and begins the process of embalming him.
So now we gotta
That
think
and
about what we're
immovable
gonna
rod in your
tell
pocket. Stop.
Bone Fist.
Give him the dragon scale plate. It's probably more than enough right there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty damn expensive item. He will likely be quite pleased.
And the map to the rock egg?
Yep. Give him that too.
Egg.
To the rock nest, not necessarily egg.
Well, yeah.
Now, do we want to do random encounters, or do we want to go back to Bonefist and go through with that encounter? Or not encounter, but do we want to go through with that conversation?
Let's do
We
it.
should. Might
Do
want to
what?
do encounters
Random encounters or
because there
conversation
was
with Bonefist.
some stuff we
thinking
ran into on
conversation.
the way there that might come up on the way back,
Yeah, we could
like
run
the
into the dwarves
doors
again.
or
We could run into the
the
hobgoblins
orcs.
again.
that tribe that we skirted around.
Oh yeah, they might be out for blood.
We should rest once we get outside of the temple, though.
Agreed.
As you guys exit the temple, you are met with this feeling of contentment and peace. As if the world itself has thanked you and graced you with the most beautiful day you have seen in a very long time.
why can't I hold all these emotions?
Gross.
It seems like the forest around you, well, jungle around you, is more full of life. It seems like the sky itself is greeting you with a sunny disposition.
Grouse.
There are enough clouds in the sky to create a picturesque view, but not enough to cover any of the splendor that is this beautiful day.
Needs more blood.
I'm sitting here describing, yes, peace, prosperity, wonderful news. The earth thanks you. Zira, why isn't there bloodshed?
Needs more murder.
Give me a storm and a knife any day.
Galarian thanks you, rather, not the earth. Galarian. But yeah, you exit out and it's about mid-morning. You could set up camp to rest, but I'm basically just saying it's not nighttime.
We could still set up camp anyways, and then relax.
Mhm.
the rest of the day.
Because a long rest does not necessarily mean sleeping. It simply means that you are not undergoing any kind of strenuous activity.
Chilling. Maybe some Netflix.
Wash out your socks.
Do some hunting.
Eat
Now,
some spotted
Zero,
dick.
I'm a fan of chill.
you, however, don't feel too great. Can I get a fortitude save from you?
Yay, poison. Oh. Assuming that is poison, I think I'm fine.
I don't think
It
it's
was
poison.
actually a disease, and you are fine.
Will a 29 make it?
Yeah, that was a 19. So, I mean,
So you still feel a little off, but you feel like you've gotten over this particular bout of it. You can attempt another one after the long rest.
yay.
Alrighty. So you guys are taking a long rest. Are we doing normal watch order?
Yes.
I think so. I don't really remember
Okay.
what that was though.
That's entirely fair.
It's on one of the maps. She just has to go get it.
Yeah, I think it was.
On either first or third shift.
Rope
Yeah,
track.
Zero was in the middle. I think Zero was alone in the middle.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the map icons from here. Since technically we are on a... Whoop! Okay, nope. Wait.
Everything okay there?
This... Move that to token layer.
Okay. And
So our hobgoblin friends.
Eh.
Why?
What?
Why am I removing the rocks?
No.
Because-
No. You'll see.
Is that an immovable rod in your pocket, or what am I missing? Alrighty, so you guys
God,
can
why?
set. What?
Oh,
What am I missing?
It's Pit.
Oh God, no! I hate everything
Basically,
about
us in
this.
the Rust Monster room, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, that definitely was you guys in the Rust Monster room. So if anybody in chat is part of Tatsu Clan and you have access to the Darkest Pit, there you go. You have been warned. It's gross.
Who was involved?
Fertilizer.
I just want to say that the Rust Monster poo would probably make great vitamin supplements because it'd be full of zinc and iron and, you know.
Shut up.
You can make a business from this.
Just don't tell anybody how you got the zinc and the iron in the pills.
Don't
Yeah,
ask.
they're
don't tell.
vitamin supplements full of zinc and iron.
Naturally acquired.
Naturally acquired, yeah. Completely organic.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to
And
see if
this is
there
why
is
Tatters
a.
drinks.
This is why I drink. That's correct.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know what? I really like the look of this thing. It's not a cart. But I really like the look of this thing. So we're gonna use this for the cart from now on.
Is it better
Oh.
than this rectangular with a rectangle with another rectangle on top of it?
Yes, little airship. This is your cart now.
I can put a
Yeah.
Spelljammer helm on it and we could fly off the planet.
No. It's not actually a Spelljammer.
But it's-
Operated via
like the
pump.
picture.
all I need is a Spelljammer helm attached to something, and then I can fly it off like a Spelljammer.
Why must you do this to me?
Maybe
First
we want to
the
go to
poop, now
Spelljammer.
this.
There you go. There's your cart. Because I like it.
Neat.
Anyhow. So, let me go ahead and roll your watches. All right. The entire day is actually rather peaceful. Apparently, the world really is thanking you.
Not for the
And-
poop jokes.
No, the DM doesn't appreciate the poop jokes. The world apparently likes them.
Uh-huh.
Every time another poop joke is mentioned, Tatters loses a year off her life.
Oh, she'd
Every
be
time
dead by now.
another poop joke is mentioned, Tatter takes off one session from the end of the game.
Oh.
I was reading this book a while back. This god made a bet with another god, and he said it would literally lose my shit if he lost the wager. He lost the wager, and all his priests and acolytes all lost their shit.
So,
And anyway.
you guys have had an uneventful day, but very relaxing day. In fact, you can also use this day as a... What was the hero's meal that we were using? It gave you a buff.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Okay. Well,
Been
you
too long.
essentially have +1 on all saves, +1 on all skill checks, and +1 on attack rolls for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, now that that is done with, I will ask one more time, do we want to actually go through random encounters for 2 weeks, or do we want to go just straight back?
I like random encounters, but if you don't want to do random encounters, you don't gotta do random encounters.
I'd
I mean-
rather not.
In the end, we do levels based on checkpoints, so we don't really have to.
Yeah, but there might be loot.
I mean, that's true, but then she has to come up with the loot.
That's
That's-
also true.
That's what the random loot generator's for.
Yeah, that's what the random loot generator is for.
But yeah, well, here's the deal, Tatters.
Mhm.
You roll d6. That's how many random encounters we would have gotten. And then you roll that many random loot rolls for us, and you just give it to us. And then we don't have to do it.
Okay. Since we're trying to
That's actually kinda
streamline
fair.
this, I will accept that.
I mean, Bonefist only said he wanted a portion of the loot from the temple, right?
Correct.
Also, think
That
he
is
probably
5
expected
random
there to be-
encounters.
Oh,
Good.
So-
That was good.
we would have re-encountered the hobgoblins. We would have re-encountered the dwarves. We would have encountered the rock's son. We would have re-encountered the snake and the leopards.
Maybe. Those could have been the random encounters, but they could be whole new random encounters. We're in the
Well, I
middle
know.
of what? A jungle? No, we're on a mountain that's next to a jungle, so
Yeah, we're on a mountain that's surrounded by jungle, basically.
Yep, you have
Oh.
both biomes to deal with.
yeah. You just roll random encounters for those. And then
You also have a storm giant that seems to like challenging mortals.
Oh.
That sounds like fun. Let's actually do that, please.
As long as the mortal isn't named Tim, we should be okay.
Yay! Someone knew the reference.
The enchanter?
For those who want feedback on that, rather backstory on that, there was a campaign where we had a random encounter from a mountain area, and one of our players decided that they were going to challenge the storm giant to a duel. The storm giant was more than happy to do so, but said they would do fisticuffs only. One of our players decided it would be a great idea to cheat. Because he surmised that, well, you are much bigger and much stronger than me, so it's not really a fair fight, so I'm going to make it a fair fight. He then proceeded to lose his arm as the storm giant one-shotted him, and I said, okay, we're not going to kill you. Instead, you lose a valuable limb.
Bye-bye, left arm.
Just a flesh wound. Sorry, were you trying to talk your chat there for a second, Lance? I apologize.
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought I heard you say hey chat.
Then he ended up getting a badass magic arm, so.
True.
Yeah, that is
Very
true. He had to sink a like level 2 spell into it every day in order for it to function properly, but it yeah, he had a magic arm. Also, hello Hyena Banes. We are doing some Pathfinder today. So, we're going to call it 3 encounters that actually ended up in you guys getting loot, because one of those encounters, yes, was the dwarves asking you what the temple contained and what they can expect to find there.
It was poop. It was awful.
And that's basically having to kill them to keep the secret.
So you're going to end up killing the dwarves?
Depends on if they'll
No.
let it go.
Yeah, if they intend on going there themselves, then I don't think we have
You-
much of a choice.
Need them to
All right,
take
let's
an
play this
oath.
out.
Need them to take an oath on their gods that they will not go to the temple. They will not open any doors at the temple.
They can go there. They just need to not go into the basement and maybe talk to the.
No, they will not go into the temple. They will not open any doors to the temple. Do not mess with the temple.
Let's
Caesar.
play this out. Also, hello, Matt. That is essentially what we did. We gave Tim a magic arm that required him to expend a 2nd level spell slot in order to have the arm work properly.
It was a bit rough as a sorcerer.
Yep. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But let's go ahead and play this out. So the dwarves do approach you as you set up camp one of the nights that you are returning. And they sit down with you. Share a meal. They actually do end up cooking for you and sharing a keg with you.
Damn, they're being nice. That makes this harder.
Holy shit.
Be
So I see you
diplomatic.
survived.
Yes, we survived. You should not go there.
What do you mean we shouldn't go there? Surely there's wonderful expeditionary forces we could send. This is the archaeological find of the century. Since you've actually found the temple, we don't have to go looking for it.
Do you have any priests
There's
in your party
nothing
or clerics?
there.
Just look at our cart. We didn't find anything there.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
they-
adventurers looking for loot. You're not looking for archaeological findings or any sort of
All of the
history.
findings were destroyed. There was a civil war. Nothing survived.
Do you have any
That's,
priests or clerics in your party?
Yes, we do. Of course. We have
Have-
our warden here.
Do you have anyone you're willing to sacrifice?
No.
Hold on, Noogie. Have your priests ask their god if it's a good idea to open the door to that temple, or go in that temple, or mess with anything in that temple, or anything near their temple.
Kimmy brings up a good point. I should have you guys roll fortitude saves on the drinks with the dwarves.
I mean, Zira
Depends on
could
who's
do that.
drinking.
Yeah,
might
Zira
drink
can
some thunder.
handle it. Zira can handle it. Pretty much anything. You have what, a +4 versus alcohol?
Yep.
But no, I'm not going to go through that. That is more good fluff. But I do want to get them back to town and get them on their way to Mediogalti. But you say that the gods themselves don't want us going there.
Yes.
And what say you? You look a little bit disgruntled, Gnoll.
Well, that whole place was hell. It's full of slime
It was a shit
molds.
show.
It's full of rust creatures. They'll destroy your equipment.
Fucking living mold.
I could just tell them the truth.
Full of poison traps.
And a world-ending monster. I mean, are they going to argue with that?
Well, they're dwarves. They might see that as
they're willing to sacrifice someone.
They might not believe us on that one. That's why I say consult the gods. The gods will tell you it is forbidden to go there. Unless it's like unless it's the god of entropy or something like that, you know?
God of entropy.
Yeah.
Which
I mean-
is what you guys were essentially fighting.
Right.
But
And then tell them we're pretty much oath sworn to prevent anybody from going there. So if you don't agree and become oath sworn yourself, we're gonna have to fight.
all right.
We're gonna have to have words.
The captain starts raking his fingers through his beard, just fingering the locks and jingling around the jewelry set into it. He pours some spirits into his beard, and it seems that something is growing in there. There is a lichen that he has tended to with care and pride.
yeah.
Dude, wash that thing.
Wash it? I am washing it.
I
It
didn't
keeps mites
actually-
out.
I didn't actually. She doesn't talk common.
That's fair. Little dragon friend is looking at me funny. But anyway, he turns over to their warden, whispers a few words. They're speaking in Dwarven back and forth. But then you see the warden step away, make a circle, and set up a small shrine of stone.
Yep. Those of us that are
And-
spellcasters could make a spellcraft check to figure out what spell he's going to be casting, but
It does look like he is casting augury.
yeah, augury.
And several moments later, it seems like almost an hour passes actually. And he's rubbing the back of his head, fluffing his hair up. He seems very despondent at this point. And they go exchange words again with each other. The captain nods, starts fingering his beard and fluffing up the lichen again. And then turns back to you. Well, you weren't wrong. There is treasure down there to be had, but no treasures that anybody should go searching for.
Consider
I
the
don't
end of the-
like it.
The end of the world a treasure? Okay.
There are many things that many people would seek power for. And many people are not as good people as you that want to avoid such powers.
Yep. If I could,
Uh,
I would bury that temple in a deep, dark hole.
A life was lost that didn't need to be.
All because of
That
you,
is
Zero.
reckless.
Because it's easier.
Just need a bigger
Hey, we
create pit
voted.
spell.
But no. My clan will stay away, and we'll make sure that any clan that parlays with us or trades with us does the same.
Much appreciated. I myself, once our other engagements are dealt with, will be returning here to ensure none enter the temple.
Mm. But
Yeah,
the rest of the
bloodthirsty
night,
killer is noble, apparently.
Apparently, wow.
the rest of the night goes off without a hitch, and in the morning, they bid you farewell, make breakfast for you, and you have another day of having a hearty meal.
Nice.
Yeah.
We probably could have.
Those are great.
We probably could have destroyed some of the puzzles to get in.
But that makes it harder for the cyclopses to continue sealing it away.
All right.
Because as you were told, every century, they do have to go make sure that it's sleeping.
Yeah, they're basically having to rebuild the thing constantly. Just reset all the traps and
But yeah, you do end up meeting with the hobgoblins as well.
Oh boy.
They are quite perturbed, and it seems like a few of them are much worse for wear. Some of them have
Oh.
lost limbs.
Oops.
flesh wound.
Dreadmore, you're starting work on a horror story. Awesome. That is a good endeavor, and I hope it goes well for you. But diplomacy, okay. What's your excuse this time, Tobias?
I see you all need some healing, some medical assistance. I have bandages, and I can cure disease and heal infections, all for a low price.
I forget. Did you guys try to send them to the cannibal tribe?
No.
I don't
I
think
just
so.
charged them a toll because it was Tobias Imperial Highway.
Ah. Yeah. Your highway isn't even protected. You expect us to pay for medical assistance on a highway that you yourself claim to own?
Protection costs extra.
Yeah. Protection costs
Cool
extra.
for upkeep.
Protection costs
Not
extra.
protection.
Oof.
Do you have any idea how much they pay me to hang around?
Yeah, that one eats its weight in hobgoblins.
Ain't my weight in anything.
No, Dreadmore, I was telling you that it's a good endeavor to make a horror story, and then I resort back to my group.
I respect anybody that tries to write anything because it's very hard.
Indeed.
But,
Respect all
Yeah.
art.
Vi.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
Alright, Vi, how are you intimidating them?
Hello.
Oh. Ah! And you have a damnable dragon with you?
Yep.
Piss off!
No.
Like I said, if you need some fresh bandages or you need to be checked for diseases or parasites, low fee.
We go back to our tribe. They will heal us. You, we better never see again.
Oh, you'd better never see us again, buddy.
Point out, I think that one's gonna die before you make it back.
He will die, and we will mourn him. And then he will join the mass grave of souls that did not die in battle.
Oh, okay. Well, dude, you're gonna die. So why don't you just stab Loudmouth there, and then you can die in battle.
He looks at you, looks at his captain, looks at you, and just hangs his head.
I mean, if you want to take a shot at me, I can take you down.
For the low price of free silvers.
Tobias. It's
Oh
combat.
my
I wouldn't
God.
pay. Wouldn't make someone pay for combat, especially for their own death.
She would pay them for.
Yeah, this one's arm is very heavy in infection. Like, it looks like one of his arms is about to fall off.
Yep. I told you. I offer healing. Fresh bandages. We can, try to get that disease under control.
On one hand, you have healing. On the other, you have an offer of death.
He charges at you.
Ooh.
What do the others do?
They form a line. And they essentially make a half arena.
Okay.
They actually, shove you guys out of the way to make sure you don't interfere.
That's fine.
I'm gonna roll this just to see if what I think is gonna happen happens.
One shot.
It'd be hilarious if you just land a 20.
Aw, not quite a crit.
No, not a crit. But no, you give him an honorable death. I am going to streamline this.
Yeah.
There's no way that he's going to be able to best you. So you give him an honorable death.
Wounded, almost uncollapsed. Hobgoblin is no no threat to anybody.
This kind of reminds me of the old orc in Skyrim.
Yeah. Bow. Pay honorable respect to the opponent.
The rest of the tribe bows back to you, picks up their dead, makes a makeshift litter, and continues on their way.
Remember, when you travel the Imperial Tobias Highway, there is.
He
healing
flips you
up
off.
there.
Like, think of the most offensive hand gesture you can.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your donkey.
Not what your mom said last night.
Jesus.
Oh.
But for the last three encounters, I will roll loot tables for you guys. So for those wondering what Donjon is a website app that has several different randomization tools. The one we're going to use here is the random treasure generator. So one at level 7, type an animal, treasure, incidental.
Yep, it's basically cheating for DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
don't
the
have to
DMs
go,
need all the help they can get.
you don't have to go
So-
through all the ideas.
The first one you get, that it is an animal encounter. You encounter an animal's den. There are several adventurers that have attempted to procure the animal and or kill the animal and take its hide, you end up defeating it and walk out with 4 platinum, 50 gold, a composite longbow. We'll need to figure out what the strength bonus is on it, and also a long sword. Both are masterwork quality.
Magic, just in case.
Nope.
Okay.
There are magic items on here, but that's way too much for just a random animal encounter.
You pick what you want to give us. Just
How do I? Okay. Two, 1.
And down the mountain we go, and then back into the
7.
jungle.
Let's do humanoid. Let's do animal. Humanoid standard. Animal incidental. Advancement slow. And loot. Alright, with the humanoid encounter, you get significantly more. This is an encounter with the cannibals that attempted to accost your party while you were trying to rest at one point. And after everything is said and done, you have 49 gold, 258 silver, 1,080 copper. You also have a hematite worth 12 GP, ivory worth 60 GP, and a shell worth 12 GP. You have a masterwork breastplate and a masterwork dagger.
Magic again.
There are a couple of magic items here. There is a potion of guidance, 2 potions of resistance, and a wand of detect poison, as well as an oil of arcane mark. 2 oils of arcane mark.
Okay.
Yeah, copy paste that. That was too much for me to write down that quickly.
Yeah, I can. I will go ahead and put it in Murder Hobo for you.
Okay.
And the animal encounter, it seems a hunter lost their kill because the animal is a scared deer that has a masterwork bolus wrapped around one of its hooves.
Tech magic that too.
Nope, it's just masterwork.
Give it to Zira.
Yay.
By the way, I think the first person that ever tried to throw the hammer toss brained himself and died.
Okay.
If you ever watch them do that, that scares the crap out of me.
And just grab onto a handle and start spinning yourself around in place while a giant metal ball is being swung at high velocity. Yeah, it sounds like a great time.
Actually, it does.
If you throw it in the right direction, it sounds like a great time. If you throw it in the wrong direction, you just killed your partner or whoever was behind you.
Sounds like
Hey,
something
good
people
year,
came
Andy.
up with while drunk.
Yeah, right?
That's probably exactly what it is.
We got
may
this
not be
ball
your
on a chain,
friend.
right? And we're gonna swing it around really fast, right? And then we're gonna throw it. Okay, what's the point? How far we can get it? Yeah, sounds great.
How far we can get it.
It's
And that
basically just
proves
the
how far we can kill our enemy from. But if we kill a friend, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
it's just a
Bonus
yeeting
point.
contest.
One more time, Lance.
It's just a yeeting contest.
Yeeting contest, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
Sounds like a Scot invented it. You're not wrong, Kibby.
I mean,
They invented a lot of fun things.
Saber
Like
toss.
being blackout drunk, for instance.
Blackout drunk and functional.
Yeah.
But after 2 weeks' time, you do make it back to Port Peril. And your audience with Bone Fist happens almost immediately. It doesn't happen that morning, but it does happen that evening. In fact, you are invited to dinner with the captain.
Make sure we all take baths.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know when he's going to expect his cut of the treasure, but we still have to find costs and sell it and
I mean, Xeric
or find values,
can
rather.
zoom over and pick up.
Yeah,
Jackal.
that's more of a meta thing, though. We actually have to go through that process.
Yeah.
So as far as his cut, that is something that he will discuss over dinner.
We should
Because
bring
he's-
So he's not
the.
expecting us to bring it with us.
No,
We should still bring
No, no,
the. We should get a fancy box and put the black dragon scale armor and present that to him as dinner. As
you do have the
hard
time to
treasure.
do that. Because like I
I
said, you guys arrive in the morning and dinner is not until evening.
well, I would do that. I would get that ready.
I'm also
Vampire.
going
Polish
to.
it, have it cleaned and brushed or whatnot, have it detailed.
Mm-hmm.
Put one of the rock feathers over top of it.
I don't know.
Ooh, adorn it with the rock feathers. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Tiger Rung, hello, good to see you.
Because I wanted to give him at least one of the rock feathers as well as one of the leopard skins as like show of good faith.
Mm-hmm. Make this actually look like a really nice piece.
Yeah.
If you do want to do that, I will need to see a craft check though.
I
Tammara.
was just thinking putting it in with them, but
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You know, presenting a nice tiger skin.
Yeah,
in
presentation's important.
presentation's important. Yes, that's why we put the armor in a box. Or if we had like a display stand, we could wheel out, have it, on the stand.
Well, I honestly say, like, take the box and you put part of the tiger skin in there, and then you put the armor on top of that, wrap the rest of the tiger skin over top, and then you put the rock feather on top of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have the tiger skin line
Fancy.
box.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so
Well-
here's a sample.
As you present this gift, he greets you heartily and with his wonderful bellowing voice announces that you have returned triumphant from the temple. He actually says it to the entire dinner hall. There are many well-to-dos here, as well as the 3 heads of state.
Oh boy.
Wonderful news, my friends! Our little adventurers have come bearing gifts. We prosper from this as they do. Our cut will surely pay for many more kegs of ale, as well as many of the finer things we've come to enjoy. And cheers are heard throughout the dining hall. Much pounding on tables, drinks clattering against each other, a few clay mugs tossed on the ground, and servants trying to mill around and clean up the messes as they're created. It seems like quite the party venue. But as the party starts going on and meals are brought out, people seem to just digress is not the right word. People seem to dissolve into their own conversations. Bone Fist, however, and the 3 heads of state at their table with you on the other side have their attention fixed on you in an almost predatory manner. So, tell us what happened.
It was a shit show.
Literally.
What do you mean? It's just temple.
Bullshit.
Unfortunately, the temple was in terrible repair, and most of the things of value had already been taken.
Or dissolved into shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
We found
You're
rust
trying too hard,
monsters,
honey.
gelatinous cubes, and way too much and way too lively mold. However,
Don't
we
forget
got
the
some
rest
choice
monsters.
things.
Yes, we present you with this.
And I'm guessing this is the armor, the tiger pelt, and the rock feathers.
Mm-hmm.
While most of the, jewelry and things of value,
Dark powers
dissolved.
at work.
This is by far the
The most
best
significant
find.
find, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
We say hoping that he
takes a
doesn't
look at
notice
it.
my armor.
he takes a look at it, peers in closely. He does not appear to be a blacksmith himself, so he doesn't have an eye for the craft, but he does have an eye for artistry.
It's black dragon scale, I'll tell him.
Good stuff. I hear this stuff is quite powerful in the right hands.
Certainly could be.
Oh, and Tobias, you had a map, didn't you?
Yes, we killed the giant rock on the way to the temple, and use of some arcane might, I have this nice map that will lead you back to its treasure if you so wish to send an expedition there.
You bring me treasure maps. Oh, you are too funny.
I know, isn't it ironic?
Bringing a pirate a treasure map. Yes, it's ironic. Well done. And he claps you on the back, and you feel the wind just absolutely gone from your lungs.
You're strong. That felt like you kicked me in the nuts, but you didn't.
As you guys are conversing with him, it seems like the three heads of state, especially, let me see, which one was the magistrate?
Oh, that guy.
The three heads of state, especially the magistrate and the head of the docks, I forget what they called him.
Where's John Silvertongue, or whatever his name was?
Long John Silver.
James Silva. He'll be along soon. He doesn't do well at parties.
He doesn't do well at negotiating contracts either.
He narrows his gaze at you, and you feel this same piercing darkness envelop your mind. No, I suppose he's not very good at negotiations either.
No, I'm not doing that again.
Okay, here we go. So it would be the magistrate and the merchant master that are looking over things.
And we
Meanwhile,
one of them, the a scrimshaw thing from Zir, right?
I
Oh, yeah, what
think
was I
so.
Yeah, we sold one to him for a little bit of gold because he was
Yeah,
interested in art.
You have the elf, and you had the
It was a fat ass. I don't know who it was, but he was
yeah,
fat.
that was the human.
What, because there are no fat elves?
No, the
Well,
female elf is an aristocrat, and she actually prides herself on her look and demeanor. The male human, however, is a magister that wants everyone to do everything for him.
Okay, I had a fat elf named Tony in my Shadowrun campaign. He was, Italian.
Oh god.
Of course.
Of course. But anyway,
You Fat Tony.
Master Adabio is running his greasy hands over the tiger pelt as the elf just looks at him with this cyanide glare of...
Oi, don't ruin the pelt, man!
No, as you're saying that, like, you can see in his face that he's only half hearing you. And he's mostly just looking back at the elf like, oh, fuck, I just fucked up, didn't I?
Don't dirty the pelt we're giving to Iron Fist. I think would be very
Bone
bad
Fist.
for your Bone Fist. Maybe you'd like to upgrade to Iron Fist.
But yeah, he pulls his hands away from the pelt. The elf inspects it, starts rubbing at the grease stains, rubbing them between her fingers, and just shakes her head at Adabio. But it goes on as you figure a fancy dinner would. The well-to-dos are talking with each other. Your host is trying to keep your rapt attention because you're the guest of honor.
Okay.
And then comes the negotiations for...
Don't forget to
his
tell him about
cut.
the prank I pulled on the hobgoblins.
You can tell.
I'm sure he would find that funny.
Oh yeah, he thinks that's hilarious. No, he hates them. They have good military tact, but they're terrible seamen. He hates them.
Yeah.
No, it can't be. No fisting. Come on. Why are you people like this today?
That's also a real shitty situation.
Stop it! Do I need a poop emoji?
Yes.
I hate this.
Poop. Lady ho, neighbor!
You can't call it poop.
Terrible semen. No!
Call it guano.
Zelox, no, please.
Yeah, the
Anyway.
terrible seamen, are they bitter?
I die. Anyhow.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
So, he brings the conversation back to negotiations. And this is the point where you guys can haggle, but I will advise that you be careful in doing so.
Mm-hmm.
You have all of the information of the temple at your disposal. You have all of the information on things you have gathered at your disposal. I'm going to assume that you have a rough estimate, even if you don't have the full estimate.
Well, what was it we agreed to give him again? Was it 30%? Was it 70%? I don't remember.
He wants 70%.
He wants 70%.
Originally,
So
he
I
wanted
Just got it
80.
from that armor alone.
Yeah. Originally, he
No,
wanted 80%, but you guys talked him down to 70. But now
Well,
he's trying to get the 80 again.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Well, Felix, there are three really, really big items we got, right? And I think, well, time to Felix. I think
Oh, okay.
the black scale mail armor is actually the cheapest among the three we got. If you remember, we have the suit of armor that Tammara has, the adamantium full plate or whatever it is. That's +2 or +3. I forget what that is.
Mithril half
I
plate.
don't see a value on dragon hide or dragon skin.
It's got to be like 50-60 grand at least
Double.
by itself.
I just
I would
copy
think.
pasted.
Generally, when you're using a special material, unless it states otherwise, it's double.
Oh, only double? Well then, based off the enchantment alone, it's probably 50-60 grand.
Yeah, because it's what?
Plus three.
+3?
Yeah. So then there's the mithril half plate plus whatever, 2, 3.
Plus
I
3.
think that was +3.
Okay, so those two are
No,
about
it's plus
equivalent. Only. Okay, so that's actually a lot less. But the big ticket item, the absolutely big ticket item, is the Vorpal Sword.
Oh, that's true.
That's like equivalent to a
technically-
+8, I think.
Yup.
Yeah.
Because the Vorpal quality itself is a +5, and the base of it was a +3, which makes it out to a +8 item.
So that thing's worth 300,000.
I'm not
Just using Dragonhide as a base, Dragonhide armor costs twice as much as a Masterwork armor of the same type.
Which is actually junk. There would be no way it should cost that little. Mithril armor, on the other hand, is only like 4,000 gold more than what the Masterwork version of a normal piece is.
For a medium, yeah.
Yeah. But so we
I'm
gave
not-
him.
I'm not specced out for that Vorpal sword, as good as it might be. I'll do more damage with what I've got than that.
Well, okay. Well, we already gave. If we give him the mithril sword plus the dragon scale armor, that should cover everything. That should be 70-80% right there.
So
although
Kibby
5 is
in the chat
50,000.
is suggesting that you guys should lie to Bone Fist. Would we like to inform chat why
No.
that's a bad idea?
We assume
I will
that he's
point
been
out-
scrying and watching what we've been doing.
Yeah, they could be scrying. There also could have been an augury asked of the gods.
Besmara in
to them.
particular. Besmara would support them.
There also could be a zone of truth being cast on us right now, and we will be compelled to tell the truth, but they'll know we're lying. So, very
Yeah.
bad idea to lie.
Give him the dragon scale and the Vorpal sword and say, like, giving you this is like 90%.
We haven't assessed how much the gems are worth, but this should be close to 70 or 80%, we think.
Well, I mean,
Or you can wait until after we assess how much all the gems are worth, because we do have a good pile of them.
I also have a
even
lot
if
of like
the sword
wands
was
and
just Vorpal, that's 50 grand. And if the dragon scale hide at +3 is 8 grand, like, you're getting close to 60,000 gold. I don't think anything in that temple comes, like, even massed together, comes anywhere near that.
As was said earlier, the mithril half plate that Lance has is about the same as the dragon scale. In fact, it's probably closer to like 9 or 10,000.
Yeah, a +8 weapon is considered worth 128 grand by itself.
Mhm.
So,
yeah, I don't need the sword.
So you do not want the sword.
I need to keep my
Okay.
armor though.
yeah, I would be pretty honest with them and be like, okay, we have 3 big items. We have a suit of half plate, we have the dragon scale, which we already gave you, and there's this sword here, which we're giving you, and then there's a pile of 100 or so gems that we have to have assessed.
You know, I have enough gems and baubles, but that dragon scale, that's something I've not seen very often. And that sword will fetch a mighty price as well.
It sure will.
I suppose I can allow you only giving me the gifts you've already preferred, as well as that sword.
If you're happy, we're happy.
Those gifts being the rock nest, the tiger pelts, and the
Rock
dragon
feather
scale.
and the dragon
And the
scale.
rock feathers, yeah.
Yep. Like I said, if you're happy, we're happy.
But on the zone of truth, you haven't felt compelled to tell the truth.
None of us
But
have
you
tried to
do
lie yet either.
feel-
So
True. You do feel just an ominous air about Bonefist himself.
Not someone to lie to.
Nope.
And so
He's
far,
a
he's
toffee.
shot straight with you.
Exactly.
We can just tell him like there was no like major treasury room or anything in that dungeon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
basically everything was
personal
already-
effects, pretty much. Yeah.
The
people, things we encountered.
forces that occupied the temple previously had a falling out with one another, and as a result, most of the place was disintegrated. I suspect the items we found were from other adventurer teams who perished.
That would
Let's see.
explain my scouts having disappeared.
Honestly, I suspect the rock got your scouts before they even made it to the temple.
Yeah, he's gonna go to the rock nest and just find, oh, well, there's like 10 bodies here. I guess that counts for all of them.
See, I set 10 out.
No, we had to set a
$10?
trap
Okay.
for that thing and poison it.
We tried to poison it. The poison didn't work, but
Oh yeah.
We did our best.
Anyhow, you guys can call negotiations finished, though.
yeah.
Around this time, toward the end of dinner, your good friend James Silva comes in, almost falling over, because he's already been given the news that you knew was already coming. And he is just absolutely slobbering drunk, teetering this way and that, bumping shoulders with people and starting to pick fights before they shove him off. And he
Damn it.
finally gets to you, Long John James Silver. Kibby, oh, honey. Kibby really wanted you guys to lie.
Yeah. Thanks.
No.
I want to get in a fight in the middle of a
Zero
pirate
would
stronghold.
have shanked anyone who tried to lie.
But yeah, James Silva comes up and he's just begging me pardon, all of you wonderful people. But I've got some things to say to you. My ship, my rules.
Are you out of ships?
To which Bonefist claps down on the table and corrects him. You lost your ship, Silva. You lost 5 of my ships. You don't have a ship, and you're damn near better be grateful you still have a neck. Immediately, his tone changes, and he realizes where he's ended up.
Oh.
He stands up as straight as he can, wobbling to and fro, and does the sloppiest salute you have ever seen someone make. The entire dining hall is quiet at this point, watching this spectacle.
Well, I know they got a good show in front of them.
Right?
And
It's gonna be good.
Bonefist stands up to his full height. The man seems to be about 9 feet tall. And as far as you can tell, he's human. He's not half orc. He's not half
Christ,
orc.
this
He's
fucker.
just a huge human. And he stands up from the table, pushes his chair back, and the thing falls over with a loud clattering. As he exclaims to Silva, "You've already been told your job and your place. I do not need to tell you again." Silva immediately salutes again. "Yes, sir. Of course, me captain. It's just a matter of me. A matter of your what, Silva? Nothing, sir. Nothing. Nothing."
I think he's mad about the invoice he's about to get from the harbor master.
But
That's not going to be a small invoice.
Silva gets dressed down every which way from Sunday. And as you can imagine, there is the aroma of what seems to be horse dung in the air.
Delightful.
Silva. Yes, sir! Did you just desiccate your own loins? I do believe so, sir. Get out.
Adder's making the poop jokes. It's official.
And Silva goes back to teetering and wobbling and almost falling over as he leaves the venue. Bonefist sits back down. My apologies for my man's obvious lack of culture and graceful behavior.
Decorum too.
Thank you! And you see this glare turn into just this chortling laugh. Hard to find good people do these, and dignity. But yeah, he immediately returns back to being somewhat jovial. And you guys are actually put up in a room by Bonefist with any amenities you can think of. It is on the harbor, but it is one of the best rooms that you guys have been in to this day.
Yay!
Even though your Zebek is furnished as you have seen fit, it feels like you're more at home in these rooms than you are on your own ship.
Yes, yes. Who can get a manicure and a pedicure while reading a good book
Exactly.
on their own ship?
But,
Speaking of ships,
go ahead.
now that we're back in town, we should look into selling that other ship.
Yeah, we'll just put it on your tab, shall we?
I mean, the one that we had outfitted with all the really expensive materials because, what's his name, signed the thing saying that he would repair it for us at his cost.
Yep.
That was our own ship. I think we got a
Was
second
it our
one.
own ship or was it the
Or-
other ship?
No, our own
Maybe it was.
ship was completely unscathed because we kept, mending it.
I think it was the other ship we captured and
Uh.
brought back.
Yeah.
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 Bonefist does request to have his ship back, though. It's still going to be paid for by Silva, but he has requested that his ship comes back.
Seems fine.
That's sad because it was gonna have the gold-plated railings and the dark oak wooden planks and
You
masts.
guys do realize we're only talking about a carrack here, right?
Yeah,
It was a cargo ship at best,
I don't care.
and a
man.
small one at that.
Now it's a bougie ass cargo ship.
It's a yacht
now it's
now.
the yacht. Yeah.
It has the fanciest materials, like the cannons are made out of adamantine, so they can shoot triple charge rounds. I mean,
And you have triple cannons that fire on a rotation now.
yeah,
Y'all got played. No, Kibby, a little bit of backstory here. Silva was actually making the contract under the guise of being an honest businessman, but he actually paid someone to go kill them. And then that party got killed quite handily.
Yeah, we wrecked them.
And
Like
under the
one round.
contract, he agreed to pay for all repairs caused by a third party on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked to the harbor master to have all the repairs done with the most expensive and best materials instead of just standard materials.
Yep.
And because the harbor master actually doesn't like Silva himself, they actually struck a deal with the harbor master to also upgrade several of the materials that weren't damaged.
Instead
Yeah.
of repairing the ship for like 10,000 gold pieces, we repaired the ship for like 200,000 gold pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, Bonefist is quite livid with Silva, and the fact that Silva is still alive is a goddamn miracle.
Right?
Like, all the ropes and rigging are made out of giant hair. The sails were like woven by elven seamstresses out of silk. You know, whatever you can think of, that would
The
be
finest silk, of course.
Yeah, well, now it's Bonefist's yacht if you guys are willing to give it up.
We've got to be.
You don't have to.
The fact that
This
we
is
got-
this is not a demand. This is very specifically not a demand. It is a request.
Well, why don't we use this to say, we'll give it back if you can get us a navigator to Medigalti Island, because we still don't have one, right?
Well, that was already the deal that
Silva.
struck.
that was already part
Oh,
of
that's
our previous deal, I think, for doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
you could,
He points his large hand toward the door. The idiot that just left is your navigator. I will make
No.
sure he's sober.
oh no.
Oh yes, we get to torment him for weeks. We'll try not to break him.
Yeah, this is a month-long endeavor for you guys to get to Mediogalti, and he has to stay with you guys in Ilismagordi while you guys are there.
I'll respect Bonefist, but I feel you should be paying us to take him with us.
No, I mean, come on. We get to have fun with him on the way.
I didn't have much fun with him.
Can
We'll
we
give you
be
the ship
on
back,
your payroll instead
but
of ours?
maybe you can strip him of any other titles he happens to have.
I think he's already.
Oh, that's already been done.
Oh.
Oh,
He no longer has any sway in this port whatsoever, nor anybody we trade with.
boom. Nice.
The man is lower than dirt.
Well, what else would be the most humiliating thing we could have done to him?
Serving on a ship of hyenas. Like, come on.
And kobolds.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
you guys have hyenas, kobolds, dwarves. You have a tengu or two.
And one
you
human.
might not want to
Monster
torture him
ship.
too badly, though, because he could become suicidal and then we'd be stranded in the deep ocean.
Oh, I know I'll ask him. I agree that you can have your ship back, but could you open a temple to Amoni, whatever my god there is? That'll be my condition.
Aurori.
Aurori there.
Why do I remember?
Hello. Game is going pretty well, and thank you very much for the host. Yes, you had chosen the god of knowledge, which is Aurori.
Aurori, yeah. A small shrine or a temple dedicated to Aurori would be great. If you could have that.
We do have a few libraries that go without proper care.
That'd be great.
That'd be real great.
I'll write to the main branch, and maybe they can send you a librarian to take care of it for you. And
That would be spectacular. But yeah, he does agree to your request.
Yay.
yay! Maybe I get bonus points to my god.
Actually, speaking of which, we didn't think about it at the time. Should we have brought some of the books back from the temple? Or is it mostly...
I don't think we should have brought anything back from the temple, because that might want to make more people go to the temple, because the books came from the temple.
That's true.
And it might refer to the book, and then they'd be like, where did this book come from? It came from the temple. And they'd be like, well, I need the other book. Maybe it's in the temple.
Yeah. I mean, Cyclops. It's written in Cyclops anyway, so not useful to a lot of people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's their stuff, so.
But you guys have free reign for the next week while Bonefist makes sure that your ship is prepared to sail for Mediogalti.
Yay, let's dock the ship.
That's already being taken care of. But pretty much anything that you could desire on your trip, it will be provided for you.
Good, good.
Neat.
Tell the crew they
Graplin's
have.
definitely handling that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
crew- Tell the crew, except for the security watches, they have liberty for the week.
Cool. You guys also have liberty for the week, which means if you have any crafting you need to do or enchanting you need to do, etc., you have the ability to do that at this time.
We need to get that pile of gems assessed.
Yeah.
The pile of gems.
All of that.
That's what Jacqueline's for.
Yeah, there's a lot of meta stuff we need to do.
The pile of gems, I'll just give it to you because you have the week, so you have enough time to assess everything. The pile of gems is worth 350 platinum and 200 gold.
I don't want to be greedy.
Just pile
I just-
of gems.
I just want to point out that seems really low for a pile of gems.
Most are like 350 gold, honey.
Yeah, most gems.
Because this is something I did run through Donjon, and it suggested like 350 gold for that particular room, and I was like, nah. So I just changed, instead of the values of gold and copper, I changed it to platinum and gold.
Platinum and gold, yeah.
I feel like all the D&D games have like bad value scaling.
Oh yeah, they have bad value scaling and bad economics. It's sure, but it's like
It's
a
just
low
a thing.
a low quality gem is like 10 gold a piece. A medium quality is like 100. Grand jewels are 5,000. So I mean,
Hmm.
I'm sure
There are no grand jewels. I will tell you that much.
right.
This is more like stuff that would adorn maybe a mid-level adventurer's armor.
God. So I'm looking at the loot sheet that I made. The only thing listed on it is the Amulet of the Moon
I'll take the money, pass the mirror.
right now. The Amulet
Oh.
of the Moon was
I copied.
added November 14th, 2020.
I copied and pasted everything we
Seriously?
got since
That's how long we've been at this temple, basically.
Damn.
How?
What the?
Because-
No way.
Because unfortunately, there were several instances where we went a full month in between
Yeah.
sessions. Not anyone in particular's fault, just life, right?
Yeah.
But there were several instances where we did a whole month. I mean, you
Or
got
more.
COVID. You got COVID. We did a whole month in between sessions,
I got COVID twice.
right?
Shingles.
So
And
now you got shingles. Whole 6 weeks in between sessions.
Yeah,
Okay,
nature
Terry,
is trying to kill Tedder.
Oh, okay, Tatters. I don't want to argue. We'll take the 350 platinum plus the 350 gold, right? That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
But you said hundreds of over 100 gems, right? And if they were all low quality gems, that would be at least 10,000 gold.
No.
350 plat. Yeah.
That'd be 1,000 gold if they were all low quality. You said each
Oh.
low quality gem
Oh.
is worth like 10 gold.
You're right. Sorry, math. I missed a digit.
So how much platinum did you say?
350.
350 platinum, and it was 200 gold.
So like 3,700 gold worth of gems.
here, I'll edit it in
No
that
more
thing I
sickness
posted.
for you. But I need to not be in a plastic ball. I don't want to be Bubble Girl
Right? Or bubble bat.
or Bubble Bat. I'm already Bubble Bat.
Yeah, Lance, I'm just adding that to the loot sheet because eventually we're gonna put all of that on here. So,
Yeah.
'cause I
And
got all
there's-
the calculations for taxation and whatever else set up
We gotta
already.
sell. We gotta sell all those crappy potions that we're never gonna use. I don't know who will use a potion of guidance. Let me pull out this potion of guidance and drink it down instead of casting the level 0 spell version of potion of guidance.
Who would make a potion of guidance when you could just permanent guidance on a bow, you know?
Let me pull out this potion of resistance instead of I really no. They need to be sold.
Also, hail hydrate. Thank you, Drac. And posture is good. I have the seat back locked, and back is against the chair. Stretchies, I can do that.
But what if they were all semi-precious gems? Then they would be worth more.
Oh my god. Belly, it's worth 350 plat.
I know. I don't know. I'm very confrontational today for some reason.
Apparently. Also,
It's a
good
rather
running with the
shitty
fart.
behavior.
No, stop!
Thank you, Tim.
Bubble bath. Yeah. I could use a bubble bath. Anyhow, so, do you guys have anything that you want to do for the week?
Oh God.
Well, like I said, we should plan that out, but we also need to get all these calculations done and whatever else.
Yeah,
Okay.
part of what I do this week is somewhat dependent on if I have enough money for it.
Well,
So, what I'm going to do is we are going to go on a very quick break. I'm going to run my ad break for my stream. And I'm going to run down and see what the status is on dinner.
hey.
Before we do that, I wanted to ask,
Thank you,
would
Lance.
guys hate me if we called it here for tonight and did another game next week?
Oh,
I will not
'Cause
hate
I am
you.
about ready to pass out.
I will not hate you. I think we could do a few minutes of looty stuff without you if you want to go to, you know.
I don't. Well, we have values for most things, or does Lance need to get values for things?
Well, we
Probably
need to
some
decide
stuff
what
I
we're
don't have.
keeping and what we're selling,
true.
right?
Yeah. Well, you guys know the sheet already. I just don't know who has permission to edit it. Oh, you posted it in the list in here. Okay. Does that include all the other stuff as well? What Tedder posted?
Yes.
yep, I
Yeah,
see the
looks like
composite longbow, the masterwork longsword, the hematite, the ivory, the shell.
Yeah, so basically I can put everything on this list, and then we decide what we want to keep and what we don't, and it's easy to just say, okay, well, this is the cell count, or this is the kept count.
Right.
It's not too hard to manage who's keeping what, but yeah, you guys should still go through the list and figure out.
Alright, well, when I come back from break, we will go through that list. So, for Lance's chat and for my chat, the rest of this session is going to be a lot of calculations and nerd talk. If you guys want to hang out for that, awesome. If not, I'll be on VR chat later tonight and probably just dinking around on Gunfire or something. I'm not sure. But yeah,
Yee.
so we will reconvene in like 5 minutes here. Sakai and Finder, both of you have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you the next time we play. I can run a short session next Monday. I'd rather not do a session every week.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep it to the 2nd and 4th like we had it before, but we can do another short session on Monday.
If you have
Yeah.
stuff ready. If you don't have stuff ready, don't do it.
Yeah. Alrighty, so we're going on break. Everybody get up, stretch, grab a drink. I'm gonna go see what's on the menu for dinner.
Finder, you sticking around for a couple minutes?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. I'm assuming the 2 karambits you're keeping. You and Finder, Felis. You got one.
Yeah, I have the
Yeah.
corrosive one.
And that shadow studded leather armor. Are you keeping that?
I was
Finder?
considering giving it to Vitalis. I need to check the stat comparison to what I was looking at doing versus how good it is. Studded leather. shadow.
Because the scrolls we should sell. The potion of inflict wounds we should sell. The wands we should sell. That void glass scimitar we should sell. That greater metamagic rod of rhyme we should probably sell because it's only useful for very niche spells. All the masterwork stuff we should just flat out sell.
Let's see. Studded
I don't
leather.
see anything else on this list that we want that we haven't already taken. Like, Tammara has the agile mithril half plate.
What did Lance also get up?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think so.
I'm trying to figure out what some of these notes actually mean. Like, I'm guessing that the coinage that's not in parentheses is just loose coins, but then there's that missing comma in front of the composite longbow, and it's like, okay. But I'm assuming a composite longbow isn't for platinum, so.
No, they're in, pretty much in parentheses. That was
I
separate.
think those were just that was from one of the random encounter loots. It was 4 platinum and 50 gold and composite longbow, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was just trying to fit it together, because for some reason I started at the bottom.
Alright. Well, I just found out that dinner is make your own right now. So I am going to say... Well, actually, let me turn my volume back on. Hello, folks. It looks like dinner is make your own right now. So I am going to say... we just go ahead and do calculations now. I will make dinner after that. Then I'm going to cut my stream for now and come back when I get on the art tab.
I think we only need like 2 things from you right now, Tatters.
Yeah,
What's
it
up?
looks like Lance has most of the values already, so it's...
We have a wand of invisibility. We need to know how many charges that has, and we have a wand of detect poison. We need to know how many charges that has.
Okay, the wand to detect poison, we're gonna say 20 charges on it.
Okay.
Don John did not give me a value for that. The invisibility, that was from Pallid Lurker. Let me see.
Because we're probably keeping the wands, right?
No, they're junk.
Oh.
We'll get 50 gold per charge, pretty much.
Oh, well, I need to add some stuff in here then.
Gosh, dingus dang it. Alright, so Pallid Lurker is on my external, so I cannot go look at it. I will say 30 charges.
30
Okay.
charges for what?
The wand of
Third-
invisibility.
T.
Yeah, 30, 30.
3-0.
Okay. 30 charges, you said. And that was how much per charge? 50?
About 50. It's like 25 per spell level, so 50 for level 2.
Okay, and then what was the other wand that we needed charges for?
Detect poison, and she said 20.
Wand poison?
Detect poison,
Oh, detect poison.
which I think is level 1, so only worth 25 gold per charge.
20 and 25. Okay. Because what I can do is I can just make the count, the number of charges, and then put the value per charge in there. And...
Yeah.
So the Wand of Invisibility is worth 1,500
Yeah,
gold.
I think, and like I said, I think we're selling everything here.
Lance,
except
where
for-
did you get the value of the Oil of Arcane Mark?
Oil of
Also,
Arcane.
for the... Oh, go ahead. Wasn't sure if you were there, so I was gonna add more in.
You can say. I have to figure out what he's talking about.
Near the bottom,
The
there's
Oil
2
of Arcane
time-
Mark.
Yeah, 2 times Oil of Arcane Mark. Is that 25 gold per?
I would assume so. Because
Could be.
that's from her copy paste.
Okay, just making sure.
VR should
We'll
be
call it 25 per.
core rulebook, which potions are pretty much the same. Potions are 25 gold per spell level, per caster level, all that fun stuff.
The composite longbow, by the way, now that you have time to check it out, is a +3 strength modifier. So you have to have +3 to use it, but you can confer +3 to your shots with it.
Cool.
Do you use a longbow? Can you use a longbow?
I probably can. I just don't.
I think it would look awkward with a kobold using a 6 foot tall bow, and kobold's only 3'4"
Yeah,
or something.
This
use it
is not.
sideways.
This is not a magical item. It is masterwork, but it is not magical.
You know, we use it sideways so I look like a ballista.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. No, you would have to use it while laying on your back and use it like a ballista.
The foot bow, where you put your feet on the staff and then pull back with both hands.
Yep.
The detect
seen-
poison wand has 15 charges.
I wouldn't need to pull back with both hands. I've got a high strength score.
I've
Is it
seen
plus
enough
3?
cartoons to know that
More
that would
than.
launch Zira.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
be like something out of Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I've got a +5 modifier for strength.
Damn, alright.
Okay, so we already got rid of the scale mail. The broken cold iron dagger isn't going to be worth very much except as scrap.
Right. The only other
You
thing
can
there
use mending on it because there is enough
right.
of it there that both of them can be mended.
is a
the-
quilted cloth of spell storing. I don't know what that is. Is that cloth armor?
Yes.
Added.
I don't know if Tim wants that.
What was
Tim
that?
wearing cloth armor spell storing?
What's up, armor's cloth again?
Yes, I do know that my BRB screen is up. In fact, I'm actually gonna switch it over to the
It should have no arcane spell failure, Tim. So
intermission screen. Because we're going to end after we get all of the calculations done here. But I will
Yes.
be back when we go on BR chat.
But yeah, some of these things we don't even know what they are. Like the Tears of the Crescent.
Ryan, thank you
Amulet.
for the follow.
Those might have been. We might have left those behind because I think we needed them for the puzzle, right?
No,
Or do we take
there
them?
was one amulet that you needed for the puzzle. The Tears of the Crescent was a magical item that acted like beads of healing.
Oh, it's beads of healing,
Uh-huh.
basically. Okay.
I will give you the exact stats for it because that is a special item that I did make for this campaign specifically.
Okay. Insert note beads of healing, and then we'll get the stats for it. Okay. And then the divination amulet, I assume, is the one that we left behind.
we gave one amulet to the priest. It says right there, given to high priest as an heirloom. And then the other-
yeah, we gave it to the priest then.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about that anyway. Dear notes. Pretty sure. Am I the one that kept the handy haversack? I think I am.
Yes.
I think we
I think
particularly
so.
said.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Seems-
like I said,
Roll.
pretty much everything on here has been accounted for except for that quilted armor spell storing.
So
Oh, so we kept most of this stuff?
No.
Or
We sold almost all of it.
okay.
We kept the 2 karambits. I think we kept
sold
the,
or we gave away the Vorpal sword.
we gave away the Vorpal sword. We kept the mithril half plate. I think we kept the shadow studded leather armor.
Yep. Which is either going to stay on me or go to Vitalis.
right.
We also
We're-
have this large handful of gems, which it seems to be a different one from the pile of gems.
Yeah. Oh. See, where is that in the list?
It's right after the Mithril half plate +2.
Yeah, we never got a number on that. That's a different set
Yeah.
than the other one.
Yeah, I think we have 2 different sets of gems.
Yay! Maybe this one has more valuable gems in it.
No.
Large handful. Okay, and then we have these Well, the huge rations we don't really care about.
I mean,
No.
those are
Probably
mostly
keeping
immunity.
the potion. Well, we're not keeping the inflict serious wounds potion, but
Well, yeah, we'll keep the cure potions because they're useful, but everything
Yeah.
else, anything else a potion or a scroll is pretty much junk unless it's like the scroll of dominate person would be useful. Scroll of dimensional anchor, not so much. Scroll of inflict wounds, not so much.
you have to slow down because remember I'm like.
I know.
Oh, there's also a potion of inflict critical wounds. There's a whole bunch of these. They're everywhere.
Unless we turn you undead, they're not very useful.
Yeah.
So
Unless you can convince somebody to drink it and tell them that, oh, it's this great new drink. You can kill somebody that way.
And then there's like the the 5 pounds of spice. Is the value coming after that for the spice, or is that just random coins again?
Hang on, I'll take a look.
I don't even see where it says 5 pounds of spice.
Oh,
but
I
can we
see it.
trade it like saffron?
We got it near where we got.
5 pounds of
I think
spice.
that's-
Yeah, that's the value for the spice.
What's the value
33
for it?
copper.
Okay.
33
like-
copper, 6 silver is the value for the spice.
So it's like salt and pepper. I would assume for the spices.
Yeah, they're probably not very good spices.
They're
think
probably
we
not
can-
very good spices for that price.
I think we consider just like keeping that for on the boat.
Right?
Yeah.
Little salt and pepper.
Having some spices when you're on a boat is a good thing.
A very important thing. We're gonna have gruel today. Oh, great! Let's put this spice in the gruel. That'll make it. That'll just make it that much
Good
better.
night, Kibby, and also Ryan, thank you very much for the following. Also, I have a hydrate.
Hey, Kibby.
In fairness, we rarely eat gruel because we always have exotic meats and stuff.
Yep.
That is true.
Okay.
Yes, we must.
Yeah, your
but-
guys' diet is mainly fish, salted meats, pickles.
Might still have
You
leftover
guys have
Leviathan.
a good.
we
you
still
have
have
a good
that
cook,
animus
and you
crystal?
have good. No, that was. No, he never destroyed it. So yes, you do.
Yeah. If it brings life to any golem, then that's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, we're not getting rid of that. I don't know what we're gonna do
Use
with it,
anywhere.
but that is at least somewhat useful.
Yeah, that can be used anywhere. So
So that cloth armor,
Yeah.
I would be interested.
Okay. Nuki takes that.
quilted. The spell storing quilted.
Yep.
Okay.
The
RT.
spell in it, I need to get access to my Eurolip.
Not a big
You'll-
deal. You can always change it. She can always change that later when she wants to. So
Or
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, that's a lot of words.
it's a 50-50 if it has something anyway.
Eel +3 eel hide, glamored code word, improved shadow studded leather armor.
right, that's a mouthful.
Yep.
Who's
It's also
that?
resistance 13 to electricity.
It's
I'm-
spell resistance 13, electricity resistance 3, apparently.
Yeah.
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 I'm currently wearing it. I'm
Okay.
thinking about giving it to Vi if my other plan pans out.
Is that I forget if that's light or
It's like
Yeah.
medium? It's light.
Yes.
Okay, that might be good for her then.
I did the math, and it looks like it's basically
Oh.
identical in stats to the other thing that I wanted to get.
Vi
This-
currently has the quilted cloth of spell storing.
Yeah.
well, you can trade if you're getting
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we can shuffle things around.
Yeah. That's just she's currently wearing it right now, so
She gets it on
She'd have
Monday,
to get new
Wednesdays, and
outfit.
Fridays, and then Nuki gets it on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
have a-
Tobias, you can still upgrade things to magic items, right?
Sure, I can upgrade masterwork items to magic items. Yes, I can also increase the enchantment on certain items up to I think +2 right now is the best I can do.
Because my plan all this time is if I can work up 8,000 gold, which I think I'm getting close to.
After we sell all this crap, you should definitely have 8,000 gold.
Yeah. I'm going to see if Tatter will let me have a no-qual breastplate.
What is it?
No-qual.
What the fuck is that?
Also, Felix, I
Explain.
remember.
I've not heard of it.
It is a spell-resistant material that is pale green and crystalline, but can be worked like metal. And I have wanted one for a while. And if I get... I think it adds like 8,000 gold to the manufacturing cost for medium armor. But it gives me a +2 against any spell or spell-like ability that comes at me.
You do realize that the eelhide armor has a spell resistance of 13, which means any spell that is cast at you has to beat a score of a 13 to affect you.
I'm aware, but that also applies to healing spells, don't it?
Yep.
This is
pretty
just
much, yeah.
a modifier to rolls.
So just gonna throw out there, while the pondering is good and all, we need to finish the loot list that we have currently.
Yeah.
Greater Meta Magic Rod of Rhyme.
Selling.
We're
Has a
selling
ve-
that.
It has a very small niche for what it can be used on, so it'd be better off giving us gold than trying to work spells around that.
Also, I remember the reason why you took the quilted cloth, Felix. It was because you were going to put a melee spell, so if you got hit, your spell would go off. If I remember
Yeah.
properly.
Well, that's what spell storing does.
Right.
Yep.
I was just
You're
remembering
good.
the reason.
I think the reason was Vi is typically in melee more often than Nudki is, because Nudki, I don't
Yeah.
think you've ever been in melee. Meanwhile, Vi will get up in somebody's face.
That's fair.
Could you also put like a defensive spell in it and then have it cast it anyways? Or
Well,
do you have to be hit in combat in order for the spell to go off?
anytime a creature hits the wearer with a melee attack or melee touch attack, the armor can cast the spell on that creature as a swift action. Oh, immediate action. Apparently it was...
And I believe it was Ghoul Touch or Necrotic Touch or something like that that was on the...
Useful, but not as useful as because it would be great if you could put like Featherfall in, and then if you fall off a cliff, you could have it do Featherfall for you, or you could put Shield in it, and if you're getting shot at, you could activate the Shield spell. So
There
this
are
is,
rings of spell storing where you can do that.
We can do that exactly. This is more niche than that. That's all.
Mhm.
So yeah, this would be a good item for someone that is in melee more. Yeah, put Vampiric Touch on it or something, and then fuck someone up with it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Just have to get a good spell for it, because right now the only spell that would actually work is Ray of Enfeeblement. That she has, I mean.
Grass?
You what?
What about Shocking Grass?
She's a warlock.
Oh, you're talking about you.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
means
but
it might be
anyone- Any one of us can put the spell in the armor, and you can have it activate.
Yeah.
That's true.
You just need one of us to put like a touch spell in it.
Yup.
Up to level 3.
No, Create Pit is the one we're gonna put in it, and we laugh at it. That's fun when the person in melee hits you, and then also you both fall down in the pit.
Yeah, I do have Vampiric Touch.
That is
that I
not
can
touch.
get. So, yeah, it has to be a touch spell. It can't even be a ranged touch spell, apparently. It just has to be touch. So,
Yep.
So yeah, basically I could get... My best one would be a Vampiric Touch.
Let's see.
Because then they hit you, you take damage. You hit them back, you eat their damage.
Yep.
You heal their damage. It's like yum 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 yum.
Yep, and that also gets stronger as I level up. Like, as soon as I learn that spell, it's already gonna be... What level are we? 8? So it's already gonna be 4d6?
Yeah, which is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yep, wizards
And I
don't get
get-
many self heals, and that's a good one.
Yo. I mean, it's temporary HP, but a shield is better than nothing.
All right, I think we've covered everything because I don't want anything off that list except for my share of the monies.
Yeah, we just need costs for things at this point, which we can handle at any point during the week.
Alrighty. Well, if we have everything handled, then I am going to call it a night for our Pathfinder Thank you, everybody, for playing tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight, both on my side and on Lance's.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Is there anything else you guys need from me?
Nope.
I need you to not get sick.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
trying, god damn it. Alrighty. Well then,
And then
thank
we
you
want
once
to try
again.
doing this next week.
Yeah, we'll do a small session about the same amount of time.
Okay.
Oh,
This-
ring symbol.
No idea what
Oh,
that is.
that is a Sahedron ring.
A what?
No idea what that is.
Very important. Very, very important. Glad you brought that up. It is a ring that has a 7-sided star on it.
Is it seven
And-
wishes?
No, it will be very important at a later time.
Oh,
We should
okay.
keep that.
Yes.
You
Don't sell
have
that.
a feeling that this is a ring that is going to help you on your journey somewhere.
I don't know where I got it from, but I got this feeling.
Let's
Should
sell it
really
and
keep
soft lock the
this.
game.
Yeah, exactly.
Go back to the vendor we sold it to and buy it back. But then he'll want 10 times as much as you sold it for.
Yeah, it'd be suspicious. Why do you want this back? Okay,
And
yeah, I
suddenly
think
you
I've
have
got
to
everything
fight the
listed.
vendor for it. And then you find out the vendor already resold it. And that person went on a journey because they found out it was important. Anyway,
200%.
have a great night, everybody. And I will see you guys next week. Chat, I will see you guys when I get on VR chat. Bye-bye for now.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Bye.